This is the All-American Coaching League, presented by Axis Sports.
Hey, what's up, party people of the All-American Coaching League? This is Dave Axis here. It is night 3 of week 5 in the AACL. Welcome again. I'm starting to see people pile into the chat. We'll get to you guys in a moment. This is the All-American Coaching League brought to you by Axis Sports. I am your host, Dave Axis. We've got 3 more games tonight, folks. And then tomorrow night, after the games tomorrow night, we're halfway done with the season already. It's amazing how fast this goes. It's amazing how time flies when you're having fun. Let me let you know what's going on tonight. First game tonight, out the box, 16th ranked Central Michigan with a new AD and a new head coach since last week, traveling to 14th ranked Michigan. And 14th ranked Memphis. And we have some breaking news out of Central Michigan that we will get to momentarily. Second game tonight is one of your potential games of the week, although after last week's nightcap, I don't know if anybody's going to be able to top that. But the 5th-ranked Central Florida Knights, the former number 1 team in the land, taking on the 2nd-ranked and only undefeated team left in the league, the Akron ZIPS. And in the nightcap, number 17 Air Force, coming off their first win last week, traveling to 20th-ranked SMU. Before I pass it over to the booth for the first game, let's get on top of this breaking news coming out of Central Michigan. As we know, Tom Krieg has taken over the program there in Central Michigan. He is the new athletic director as well as interim head coach. He has activated the following players effective immediately. They had been ruled ineligible under the previous athletic director, Jacob Clear. That would be wide receiver Anita Dickamy, defensive end Stroker Jugs, linebacker Phyllis Woods, corner Eileen Dover, and strong safety Daryl Blitzkrieg. So expect to see all 5 of those players on the field tonight with Central Michigan taking on the Memphis Tigers. All right, that being said, let's pass it on to our first broadcast crew. We have the Greg Soto as our first play-by-play guy. I will let him introduce his crew as well as talk about this as I get the game ready to go. But Greg, welcome back to the booth. How you doing tonight, bro?
Doing great, and I heard somebody named Eileen. Eileen, what is it again?
Eileen Dover.
Eileen Dover. Oh, well, that's great. I mean, I don't know her, but I know her cousin, Eileen Ulick.
Oh, yes. Well, I think Eileen Dover might be related to Ben is that Cincinnati? I think Ben plays for Cincinnati, right? Ben Dover?
Oh, I don't know. Who's Ben Dover?
I think he plays for Cincinnati, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just saying there's several sets of family members in this league. You know, you've got the Felter Snatches, and I forget what the other one is. So lots of family. It's a family affair, Greg.
Yeah, as long as they're not cousins, though.
Well, I can't speak for what their relation is or where they grew up or where they're from.
Maybe 3 cousins.
I'm just saying.
That's okay. Maybe 4th. Yeah, go for it. You know, they probably hate each other. Their parents hate each other.
It's possible. But hey, real quick, in the chat, Gunny, in his wisdom, once again saying Dave is correct. So I'm going to have to go with the whole bend over thing. There you go.
Fantastic. And I'd love to talk about this matchup as long as the commissioner shares his screen.
Oh, yeah, you guys are so fucking needy. I swear to God, it's like,
I know. I mean, I could do a delay.
It's like unmute me, show my screen.
How dare us? I mean, we'll fly by the seat of our pants, but
I mean, it could be more fun.
It's going to be.
It could be more fun like that. I'm just saying, but. All right, there. You guys should be able to see the screen now. Let me know if there's any issues. Otherwise, this is all your show now, and I'm bouncing.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot, Dave, and welcome again to week 5. This is day number 3, game 1. And here in the booth with me, I'm happy to announce my color commentator, Clint Torres, and our third wheel, Penis Slaughter. How's it going, Clint?
Clint and Penis together again.
What a combo that is.
To say to that. That's great. Well, thanks again for joining me in the booth, gentlemen. We have a good matchup here. 2-2 teams. Number 16, Central Michigan, going to Memphis. I believe in Memphis right now. Number 14, it's about 63 degrees and partly cloudy. Clint, what do you think about this number 16 Central Michigan team?
I don't think you can go to sleep on them because they played really well last week, and there's going to be a good one. 2-2 CMU against Memphis. I mean, you never know what they're going to put on the field with both teams running that multiple offense. So the good thing about that is they can adapt to what they're being faced with on the defensive side. So I'm really excited to see what we actually see on the field from a play standpoint.
Good to hear. And I'm glad to see CMU. I've never actually done any of their games. I think I've already done about 2 Memphis games, so I'm pretty aware of Moondoggie Trammell and some of the guys there. But Penis Slaughter, what do you think about this Memphis team at home being ranked number 14 going against CMU?
I see Memphis making a move this week, beating CMU at home kind of handily. I just have a feeling.
Great. Thanks for that. And again, we got Pepper Rogers, head coach of Memphis, Tom Krieg, CMU, and one of them's in the bootleggers division, and the other one, I forgot what the DFD stands for. Oh, of course, there it is. There's the picture. Dumpster fire division. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable. Fantastic. Identical records, very close in the rankings. We have the Central Michigan Chippewas, I believe, against the Tigers, so that should be a pretty good matchup. I'm looking forward to see what Henry Winker does against Moondoggie, and Loud and Clear, Mother Funker, Fly Like an Eagle. That I'm looking out for those players, and Flash Freddy. I've seen him a bunch of times. Good to see him back on the field. Reggie Be Cool and Dude Soulstorm. So we'll see. We'll see what this matchup does. It should be pretty good. Number 16 going against number 14. And we're almost ready to go to the field for the start of this game. Yeah.
Let's go. Really? I don't know what to do.
He has his little Samson rubbing against his pubic hair. Oh, was I on? I'm sorry, that shouldn't have been on going through.
I love how it says third penis on the bottom.
And here we are at the Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium, where the Chippewas, number 16, meet the Tigers from Memphis, number 14. And here is the coin flip. It is tails. And it looks like the Chippewas will kick to the Tigers, and we're off.
Number 4 sets a return.
Oh, and what a return right now by Flash Freddy. 42 yards already, almost at midfield. Fantastic start here for the Memphis Tigers from the 43-yard line. Moondoggie keeps it for 6 yards. Now at the 49-yard line. And again, just like I normally do, Clint and Penis, if you have anything to say, you can come right on in. You don't have to wait for me. If you have any insight, that's great. That's the way I like it. McFadden there for 3 yards. Now in Chippewa territory.
You like it on the inside then?
If this is going to be like any other game in this league, we're going to see a lot of quarterback runs, especially out of Moondoggie.
Oh, incomplete pass there. Tipped by number 18. Brings up 4th and 1. And already Clint, Memphis can't get the first down in Chippewa territory and has to punt.
Should have run it, man. Give the ball to Moondoggy. Let him keep it, and he's a good runner.
They squandered some good field position there.
Yep, and here we go. Fly like an eagle, 14 yards. Getting up from the pile, and here we go. From the 27-yard line, the Chippewas start 1st and 10. 4:10 in the first quarter. Again, thank you for everyone that's been watching. Art Vandelay, Biff Markham, Dave Axis. Big pass right up the middle for 16 yards for Nick Vandermeulen. Wow, what a name there. 1st and 10 now at the 43-yard line. Again, Biff Markham, Dave Axis, David Leathers 11, Doug Britton, goals official, Gunny McGuire. Have this to Lone Star Glory and Packer Fred 38053. And here we go. The Chippewas, I don't know where Winkler was going on that pass.
It didn't look like the pocket was breaking down. I mean, so far the offense of Central Michigan has been doing what they need to do to protect their quarterback, but I guess he heard some footsteps and panicked.
Yeah, 2nd and 10, 5 wide already for Winkler. Oh, and has to go short only for Anita Dick and me. Fantastic for 3 yards.
You say that name with such vigor.
3rd and 7.
Just rolled right off your tongue there, Greg.
Once you read all these names, Dick and me, Buster Hyman, whatever, it just flows naturally there.
Somebody needs to clip that.
Rolling for 10 yards now at the 44-yard line. Henry Winkler, 1st and 10 in Tigers territory.
What defenses are they running again? I forgot. Sorry.
I think it was a 3-4 multiple, and one was running a 4-2-5.
4-2-5, yeah.
Okay, so 3-4 for 3-4 for Memphis.
Yeah.
Just throw me off with the 2-down lineman. So
Winkler with the carry, keeps it himself, 9 yards. That's the best way to get it. Take it yourself if you can't trust everybody else to get the down for you. 1st and 10 now at the 25-yard line for Winkler in the Chippewas. Going 4 wide. Winkler finding some time, and there it is. Oh! Dude, Soulstorm with the deflection.
Well, that was not Fonzie threw a good pass there in the end zone, and I don't know why. Looks like maybe the defender knocked it down to the last second.
Yeah, and Penis here, Winkler, he's going for 5 wide here, the Chippewas.
Nice pass. They're in
Vandermeulen.
3rd down territory here.
Yeah, hopefully 3rd and 2. There we go. Winkler 4-6.
Good run. He run up the middle. Run, brother. Dang, he had a lane up there. He could have gone and ran that in for a 1st down easy.
Yep.
And here we go with a field goal. Chippewas' first points of the game. And the field goal is good. Number 16, Central Michigan 3. And number 14, Memphis 0 with 2:32 left in the first quarter. And here we go with the kickoff to the Tigers.
Memphis has got to do something with their the defensive line. They're not putting any pressure on the quarterback, and the lanes they're giving up are just horrendous.
Another good return by the Chippewas there. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Let's see what Moondoggy Trammell can do here. Moondoggy on the rollout. Good pass, I believe, to the tight end for 10 yards. Flash Freddy. They don't give him the first down. 2nd and inches.
That was a pretty play.
And Moondoggy with the keeper. Uh-oh, finding some room.
Go, Moondoggy.
Good. That's a good thing that he fumbled it out of bounds. Good hit there.
He did that run Moondoggy style.
Yeah, he did. And now the Tigers in Chippewa territory at the 47-yard line. Tigers going 3 wide. There's motion by the tight end. Moondoggy finds Flash Freddy again for 13 yards. 1st and 10, moving the ball now at the 34-yard line. Moondoggy Trammell, 2 of 3 for 23 yards.
You can't sit back on defense against Memphis. You got to put some pressure up there.
Moondoggy finding Stonefly Rush for 5 yards. That's Stonefly Rush's first reception of the game. 2nd and 5 from the 29-yard line.
They're getting 5 and 6 yards a pop here. Good moves.
And there we go. Stonefly Rush trying to get some yardage. Doesn't do it, but he keeps churning that gooey butter. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They got that bunch formation on the right side, so you think it's a pretty good solid to run on that side, but all the receivers completely blew their blocking assignments.
And Tiger Tom with a 12-yard reception for 1st and 10, just outside the 15-yard line. Looks like the 17-yard line there. 1st and 10. Stonefly Rush with the handoff, and there he goes. Oh, just stopped short of the goal line. That would be 1st and goal from the 1.
Look how wide the line is. That's crazy. Why do you have the defensive end there out there by the corn dog stand?
Oh, and there you go. Moondoggy Trammell massaging that yak, getting that touchdown.
I think pink milk came out of there.
Is a yak an animal, Greg?
It depends how you use it. And there you go. Memphis up 7-3 with a minute left to go in the first quarter.
Depends on how you use it. All right.
It's like a buffalo gal, I think.
We got jokes from the truck.
I can't stop. I can't stop laughing. It depends on how you use it. Yeah, man. It depends on how you use it. Here we go. Winkler with the pass. Good pass there. 22 yards for Bruce Wayne. And the Chippewas get a 1st and 10. Less than a minute to go. Winkler.
Keep it together, Greg. Keep it together.
Who was that to?
What the fuck was that? No, 5 for 9. Winkler, I don't know where he threw that. Now going 4 wide from the 45-yard line. And here we go, tight end now shifting out. And again, oh, wow, Bruce Wayne did catch that, Clint. 5 yards. Now at the 50-yard line, 3rd and 5. A 6 out of 10 for 64 yards for Winkler. Winkler looking for a pass, and again, too much pressure, good coverage out there by the Tigers. And now they're forced to punt, giving up good field position here.
Memphis bringing the D tonight.
And it looks like it goes out of bounds at the 22-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. No, 30. Wow. Good spot there for the Tigers. Let's see what Moondoggy can do. And that goes nowhere. Moondoggy 4 of 6. Now 2nd and 10.
I think they should keep lining up that 5 wide because Moondoggy can run all day.
Yeah, they've been spreading that field, and then Moondoggy's been able to run. Here goes Stonefly Rush. Oh, wow. Nice. Got one man to get off of him, and for 15 yards now, 3 rushes for 30 yards, a 10-yard average. Here we go from the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers with 18 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Fake handoff, but it goes to, I think, Stonefly Rush. -1 yards there. Clock is still ticking. 2nd and 11 now, and that'll be it for the first quarter. Clint, Memphis 7, Central Michigan 3.
Looks like both teams are trying to get a feel for the game tonight. I don't think they're both firing on all cylinders. So hopefully in the second half we see some cleaner game. Second quarter, excuse me.
A little bit sloppy right now.
And here we go, Moondoggy. Wow, what a pass, threading it right through a couple of defenders to Flash Freddy for 12 yards, which he has now 35 yards from the Chippewa 44, 1st and 10. Moondoggy finding now Kevin Wall for a 9-yard reception. That's his first catch of the game. And we'll see here what the Tigers do on 2nd and 1. Oh, wide open. Right down the middle. Flash Freddy having a hell of a game already. 62 yards on 4 receptions. 1st and goal. Wow.
They got to do something to those wide receivers coming off the line. They got to bump them, get in their way, do something. They're lining up like 7 yards deep and letting them run whatever route they want.
Yeah, especially these Tigers wide receivers are having a hell of a game right now. Oh, and Moondoggy keeps it, loses a yard, gets sacked by number 56, Nick Campbell, with a 2nd tackle. Moondoggy loses a yard. It's still 2nd and goal now from the 8-yard line.
I think he was lucky to hold on to that one.
And Stonefly rush with a good run there, getting 6 yards now. 3rd and goal from the 2. And there you go, Stonefly rush for 2 yards, playing peekaboo with the vein cane with the football.
Yeah, he could have done cartwheels into the end zone.
And now it's about to be 14-3 Memphis over CMU. And there it is. With 3:57 left in the second quarter, Tigers 14 and Chippewas 3.
Yeah, Memphis is starting to heat up, guys.
Yeah, that offensive line really took it to him on that drive.
Let's see on this return, Zach Thomas for 21 yards. Not a bad return there for the Chippewas. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Injury report, hip pointer to number 26. I didn't get to see when he will be coming back. He is out for the game.
Yeah,
wow.
He's out.
Oh, what a pass by Winkler to Zach Thomas for 36 yards. Already now in Tiger territory in the 38-yard line. Winkler now 100-yard century mark, 7 for 12. Wow, Winkler riding that baloney pony.
Chippewas really needed that play. Really.
Pass there. And here we go again. Good pass to Bruce Wayne, 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Winkler is, man, he can really throw a sweet deep ball.
I believe it was number 26. He had a hip pointer. I don't remember 26. It might have been for the Chippewas.
It was for the Chippewas.
And here we go. 3rd and 9 for Central Michigan from the 36-yard line. Oh, a nice pass to Rodney Anderson for 20 yards. 1st and 10 from the 17 now. Winkler 9 for 14, 125 yards, having a hell of a game, even though being able to only put up 3 points so far for Central Michigan.
Big drive for
Big
Central
series
Michigan.
for them.
Rolling for only 3 yards, his first rush of the game. 2nd and 7 from the 14-yard line. Oh, and a broken play. Oh, and Winkler keeps it. Oh, almost gets through the defense there on a broken play. 11 yards, first and goal now from the 3. Winkler shooting his meat rocket right through that defense. And here we go. 3-step drop. Oh, he had him. I think he might have had him over in the corner there, Clint.
Yeah, I'm thinking he should have shot the meat rocket another time, and maybe he would have been in the end zone.
And here we go. Winkler again with another try. Oh, Winkler, not a good pass there in coverage. Number 13 swatted it away. 3rd and goal now.
Show me the meat rocket.
Yeah, the Chippewas need to come up with more than just 3 points here to stay up with Memphis. Oh, turn around, young. Oh, and a touchdown.
Oh, he got in. Wow. Amazing. That's great strength there by Bruce Wayne.
And Bruce Wayne being able to split the hamster right there on the defense for a touchdown. And with the extra point coming, Clint, it'll be 14-10. Still Tigers up by 4.
If you look close on the goal line, you can actually see a hamster split in half. Hopefully somebody cleans that up.
And Tigers get the ball back. Here's the return. Decent return by Flash Freddy for 26 yards. 1st and 10 for Memphis. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Now from the 25-yard line, going 3 wide. Single back. Here we go. Tight end in motion. And Moondoggy, plenty of time. Going deep. Oh, and he found him.
Wide open.
Tiger time for 24 yards. I thought the ball was floating a little bit too long there. But sure enough, wide receiver was able to grab it and bring it in. Now at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for Memphis. Moondoggy with plenty of time all night long so far. Tiger Tom, 6 yards there. Now over in Chippewa territory, just outside the 45-yard line. 2nd and 4. Another good pass by Moondoggy. 1st down by Smokey Joe.
Another strong run after catch. Smokey Joe really powered in there. It's amazing you see so many different formations. I know it's the multiple offense, but it's got to be hard as hell to defend against.
Yeah, they keep on fighting. They keep on fighting definitely after the catch. And there you go. Another good pass now to Stonefly Rush for 8 yards. His 3rd reception of the night for 12 yards total. Moondoggy now 12 of 14 for 129 yards. Staying clean. No TDs, but no interceptions either. 2nd and 2. Wide open, and there you go. Touchdown by Smokey Joe, thrashing the gash there of the Chippewas.
He dropped it right in the poop shooter right there. He was able to catch it, and the perfect pass, perfect catch. And I tell you what, Memphis is on fire.
They sure are. I mean, the only way to describe it is that they're now thumping thighs. 21-10 now on the Chippewas.
Oh, yeah.
Willie, do you knock these off a list as you're going? Or?
Some of them just come to me just off the top, but most of them, yeah, they come off they're coming off of a list, man.
I like them. They're beautiful.
Yeah, they are. And here we go with less than 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Chippewas have the ball. We'll see what they could do, but they really need to get going and stuff the taco as much as possible.
Yeah, you got to stuff that taco by the end of the half.
And here we go, Winkler, wide open, wide receiver, fly like an eagle for 8 yards. Winkler now 137 yards, 11 for 18 with 1 touchdown. They need to hurry up and score here to keep up with Memphis. 2nd and 2, Winkler going short, but stopping the clock with Bruce Wayne for 6 yards.
I mean, those short little dumps and those passes are okay, but you're not going to fill the taco if you keep doing that.
No, no. Little bites are not going to finish the taco. And here we go to number 47 with a pass. Bruce Wayne again for 4 yards. A minute left. 2nd and 6 from their own 42-yard line, 41-yard line. Winkler dropping back. Going deep. Oh! Pass is deflected by George Jackson. Henry Winkler trying to find their wide receiver deep down the middle. No go, though, for the Tigers defense there. And 3rd and 6 with 43 seconds left. 5-step drop. Going short, but there you go. Wide receiver gets it. And that'll be a 1st down.
Defender tripped on himself. Had a clean shot at the ball carrier, but just freaking fell down.
I think there was a sniper on the field, Clint, in the stands.
Gunny was on the roof.
Yeah, Gunny was in the stands.
Thomas there with a reception. Moving the ball, 2nd and 3 now for the Chippewas. Winkler finding some space there. Goes out of bounds. Good, smart play there by Fly Like an Eagle for his 2nd reception. 16 yards. 20 seconds left here, gentlemen. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. And that pass goes nowhere. Good coverage there by Jarhead. 2nd and 10 again from the 34.
They got one more shot, and I think they need at least another 5 to 8 yards for a comfortable field goal.
Oh, and again, Dude Soulstorm there on the coverage. 3rd and 10. That pass goes nowhere again. Winkler. Oh, no! Interception by the Tigers defense. Bad timing there, Clint.
Not the best way to end a half. I mean, momentum has just gone down the drain, and Memphis is riding high going into the half.
Yeah, Hitman Thomas there with the interception. Penis, what do you think about that? I mean, what just happened there? They were moving the ball just fine, and all of a sudden, with less than 20 seconds left to go, here you go, interception, and that's it.
Yeah, like Clint said, that's a painful way to end that half because even 3 points would have been nice over there.
And a deep pass by Moondoggy goes nowhere, but here we are going into halftime. Number 14, Memphis, up 21 to the number 16, Central Michigan Chippewas, 10. And here shortly we'll go to the halftime stats. I don't know. I really think this Tigers team is a tough team to play at home as we see some of these highlights.
Yeah, I mean, very tough. Again, it's hard to both of these teams running that multiple. It's hard to scheme against what they're going to run because there's so many different options. But I think looking at this, when we look at the stats, I would suspect that they may be pretty close. I just think that CMU just didn't execute at the key times they needed to.
Yeah, how about you, Penis Slaughter? What do you think about this game right now?
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing that Clint said. Really, I think it's the obvious thing. They're moving the ball, getting some yards, but when it comes down to put it in the hole, they're not getting it. So they needed 3 there. Some points they didn't get it. A little bit behind more than they'd like.
Yeah, I believe on my part, I mean, I think Moondoggy has just had a cleaner game. I mean, even before the interception, I think that Winkler was having more errant passes going everywhere, where Moondoggy was very efficient, I believe, and really doing a good job of controlling the game for the Tigers. And here we go, 3rd quarter. Here's the kickoff to the second half with the Chippewas getting the ball right at the 30-yard line. Nick Vandermeulen bringing out the ball to just outside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Central Michigan.
I suspect this drive is going to tell us if this game's going to be close.
And a decent run there by Triple R. 2 rushes now for 10 yards. 2nd and 3 now. And good pass there by Winkler to Fly Like an Eagle for 9 yards. 1st and 10, that's Fly Like an Eagle's third reception for 25 yards. Now 182 yards for Winkler, having a decent day with the exception of that interception right before the half. And quick handoff to Roland for 4 yards. 2nd and 6, right outside the 50-yard line. Hurry up offense here. Now looking down to the sideline to change the play. Wide open. Got some extra yardage. Rolling. 18 yards now. 1st and 10. Beautiful play call there at the 33-yard line of the Tigers.
Giving him so much space off the line. The defensive backs are giving him so much space. I mean, you could run, do a crossing route and kill him.
And good block there by the wide receiver, Ronnie Reamer. His first reception of the game takes the ball now to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 2 now for the Chippewas. Oh, and that could be, is that a false start now on the Chippewas? Wow, 2nd and 2. What are you doing, 66?
Yeah, he's screwing it up. He's screwing it up for his team.
He got too excited to do some belly bumping.
We may get another announcement out of Central Michigan next week.
Oh, and George Jackson on the coverage there, but Winkler, again, not even close to his wide receiver. 3rd and 7, going 5 wide here from the 30-yard line. Ooh, playing a dangerous game, Winkler is. 19 of 32. And here we go, going for a field goal are the Chippewas.
47 yards.
Yep, 47 yards.
They're not putting anyone on him to spy. I guess they don't think that Winkler can run on him because they had everyone deep in coverage on that one. He had an easy run for a first down.
Yep, and here we go. 3:41 left in the third quarter. Memphis up 21-13. We'll see what the Chippewas can do here on defense. This Tigers. Oh my goodness! Flash Freddy, a hell of a return there. 30 yards, has been having a fantastic day returning the ball and receiving the ball. Now the Tigers start their drive at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Oh, and tough 2 yards there by Clay McFadden.
I think that's the first time he touched the ball tonight.
Second and 8 here for Moondoggy. Moondoggy trying to find some space. Oh, and it got tipped. Oh, my goodness. Nice job there by number 33 of the Chippewas.
Pushing it down there every now and then is keeping the line honest so they can keep running up the middle and get those big yards.
Boondoggy going back, finding a wide open tight end, I believe, Kevin Wall for 18 yards. 1st and 10, that's Wall's second reception, has now 27 yards. Again, Moondoggy Trammell having a decent day, 14 of 18 now from the 49-yard line of the Chippewas. 3-step drop, pass right up the middle again. The efficiency here by Moondoggy is relentless. Kenneth Lewis with his first reception, 1st and 10 now from the 37-yard line.
I'm not used to seeing all this passing. In the games I've done, it's been run.
Well, Moondoggy definitely has, is on fire. His hand and arm is on fire tonight. I think he's probably going to be able to. I think he's thrown to over 7 people already, I think, and is having a hell of a game. 197 yards, 16 for 20 with that 1 touchdown. 2nd and 6 now has the Tigers moving the ball from the 33-yard line. Nice, efficient pass again to Kenneth Lewis, 7 yards, 1st and 10.
He's hitting them right in the numbers every pass.
Memphis is at its best in the spread offense here for sure in this game. Oh,
a beautiful pass again now to Flash Freddy. unbelievable. His 5th reception for 76 yards. Flash Freddy on his way to possibly have 100 yards reception and 100 yards return. We'll see. We'll keep that stat and see what happens there. But here we go. Moondoggy Trammell. Oh.
Dudley read that one right up.
Drew Dudley read that. Drew Dudley's like, hey, hold on, man. I'm going crab fishing in the Dead Sea, man. Give me that ball.
I think that hit on Moondoggy might have shook him up a little bit. His pass on that last one wasn't too crisp. So here we are in shotgun. We got 2 at the top, 1 receiver at the bottom. Draw play up the middle and brought down in the backfield. Stonefly rush for a -2. Gabriel Anderson on the tackle.
Thanks for that, Clint. I just lost my mic a little bit. Thank you, sir. Yeah, and I think we just got from the booth that Flash Freddy had an abdominal strain, and he will be returning soon. And here you go, Tigers with the field goal, goes up 24-13.
Now, I'm shocked they didn't get it in the end zone. It's like that one hit, I think, shook up Moondoggy and threw him off his game a little bit.
Yep, I agree with you. And here we go, Chippewas get the ball here. We'll see what they can do. What do you think? What do you think they'll be able to do here, Penis?
They can't keep trading blows with Memphis right now. They got to get 6 and stop them and get more 6s, less field goals.
Yep, totally agree with that. And here we go, 1st and 10.
Greg, how often do you
24.
ask that? What are we going to do here, Penis?
What was that, Clint?
How often do you ask, what are we going to do here, Penis?
I don't know, maybe like once or twice a week.
There you go.
Sometimes he doesn't even ask.
And sometimes I just smack the shit out of him.
He just leaves it on its own will.
Just takes it for granted.
He's
Go,
ready to
Penis,
play.
go.
He has his own helmet. He doesn't need me. And here we go.
Free play for Penis.
Back to the game.
1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Winkler now. Good 9-yard pass there to fly like an eagle. 2nd and 1. And what do you think, Clint? What do you think about Fly Like an Eagle, the game that he's been having? What do you think?
It's good. I mean, it's not right now. I don't think it's player of the game caliber, but when he's getting the ball thrown to him, he's catching it. I mean, he's doing everything he can do.
Great. And what do you think about guys that have 3 names like Rollin'? I mean, he's having an okay game. Not great, but okay.
You need to shorten. The guys in the booth like us need to shorten the name, like Row 3 or something.
Just call him
I'd
R3.
be very leery of a guy with 3 first names.
Row.
Row. Here we go. 2nd and 10 here for the Chippewas. Oh, wow. Nice way to get Bruce Wayne just shoved that defender out of his way. 7 receptions for 57 yards. 1st and 10 with 31 seconds left in the 3rd quarter from the 40-yard line. And here we go. Handoff to Nick Vandermeulen for 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Vandermeulen's first run of the game. Matt Chandler there. 6 tackles for the Tigers. 2nd and 5.
Vandermeulen was born in the Bahamas. Did you know that, Willie?
Really? He was born in the Bahamas?
Yeah, I think he's Jamaican, but born in the Bahamas.
Wow.
I think that Central Michigan, they're driving okay here, but they need to show a little bit more explosion. If they're going to win this game, they're going to have to score quickly. Yeah,
I agree with you. They definitely need to penetrate. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter with Memphis up. Number 14, Memphis up 24 in Central Michigan 13. And again, if you've been to any of my games, definitely put up your 69 in the chat for the 4th quarter, or you could put down 2 Cougars, 1 Cup. Here we go. Winkler with a 6-yard rush, 2nd and 4 here. Why would Lone Star put P9 instead of 6'9"? Well, he's in his own world.
It's all in the position.
It's all right. He's in his own world. And again, thank you for Tanner Riff for showing up. Packer Fred, thank you. Lone Star Glory, have this too. Gunny McGuire, Goals Official, Doug Britton, David Leathers 11, Dave Axis, Biff Markham. Thank you everyone for tuning in for day 3 of week 5 here. Game 1, Sean Denman, 11 yards for the Chippewas. First and goal right from the 1. And here you go, Clint. They're threatening.
Yeah, they got to put it in here on this one.
No shit, Clint.
Or not.
Second and goal. And welcome to the chat, David Ware. How you doing, sir? Tuning into this game, this matchup. Again, Chippewas moving the ball, second and goal from the 4-yard line. Oh, and he's Vandermeulen going hardly nowhere there.
Yaman.
Clock's ticking, fellas. Got to put it in there.
Handoff again for Vandermeulen, and he goes nowhere again. This Tigers defense comes up huge. And are they going to go for it? Kick field goal.
Big 4th down here, Willie.
This is it. I believe this could be the game right here with 3.5 minutes left to go. Winkler, a lot of time. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Colin, tight end with the catch, keeping the Chippewas alive here.
He threw it across field. Sorry, he was running the other way and had to turn and throw against the momentum of his body. That's not an easy pass to make.
Yeah, and the defense just lost track of McCullum there. And going for a 2-point conversion. Here you go.
They're really spreading them out here.
It's always good when you spread them out. And there you go, Eric McLean, and the Chippewas get the 2-point conversion now, come within 3 points. Winkler finding some intestinal fortitude here that he hasn't had the whole entire game, bringing the Chippewas back now, 24-21 with about 3.5 minutes left to go. Flash Freddy with another good return for 26 yards.
Central Michigan hasn't shown an answer against Memphis when they line up 4-5 wide and run up the middle.
And I want to say welcome to the game to Doug Britton as well. Moondoggy there with a 9-yard reception, 9-yard pass to Kevin Wall. Kevin now with 3 receptions for 36 yards. Moondoggy 19 of 24 for 227. Second and 1. Good pass there to Tiger Tom. You don't really have to do a hurry up. You are winning. Less than 3.5 minutes left. Just move the ball and have some efficiency here. Run down this clock.
Yeah, run the ball.
Pass again to wide open Kevin Wall again. 48 yards on 4 receptions, 21 of 26, 1st and 10 in Chippewa territory from the 44-yard line. Yeah, this is a great sight of Moondoggy. Not only is he deadly on the ground, but with his hand, what an arm does this man have. Another first down for the Tigers. Chippewas cannot stop this right now.
I'd be curious to see what his highest pass attempts were for the season. I think he's got to be close to it, or maybe this is his highest pass attempt. I don't recall him passing this much.
And Moondoggy now, Tigers going 4 wide, 2nd and 6. Plenty of time going deep. Oh, and throws his wide receiver.
Why?
Good thinking there, though. You had 4 people around 1 wide receiver. 3rd and 6, though, now from the 23-yard line.
Did Freddie make any adjustments to his game plan? He did not, so I don't know why all of a sudden he's pass happy. And there you go.
In the end zone. Oh, my goodness, and this could change the game drastically here. Number 38 with the interception. Oh, my goodness, and Central
It started off
now
with that rush up the middle. He got hit when he was trying to throw the ball, and it threw the pass off. Yeah, maybe.
Could be. And rolling. Absolutely getting his kraut soured. 6 yards lost there. 2nd and 16 now.
Yeah.
Check.
We apologize to all the Germans in the audience.
Getting his kraut soured? Wow, that's not racial.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
2nd and 16. Winkler finding Bruce Wayne for 6 yards. 3rd and 10. We'll see here what Winkler can do.
Hey, they're taking their bloody time.
Oh, they sure are. I think they're in control now, and momentum has shifted. Oh, and what a pass by Winkler now to Bruce Wayne again. 13 yards. Bruce Wayne, 9 receptions for 76 yards.
Yeah, could be our first overtime. Did he catch that? Holy crap.
Yes. And what a catch by Anderson there.
That was right in the bunghole.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
I mean, Winkler stuck it right in the slot box there. And Winkler, 3-step drop. Good pass to rolling for 1 yard reception, stopping the clock. 1:46, 2nd and 9. And I don't know, Clint. I mean, Memphis had this in their hands, and all of a sudden, this is, after that interception, this could be a complete meltdown.
Yeah, again, the defensive backs are playing so far off the line, it's mind-boggling.
How did that wide receiver not catch that ball?
We probably didn't expect to be so open.
And McCollum there with a 2-yard reception, 4th and 7. They got to go for it here. They're too far away from a field goal, and this is it. This could be the game here, Clinton Penis.
Well, they're giving them so much space, it should be an easy first down.
There it is. You called it. Wow. Oh, plenty of space. And number 17, rolling, telling me, get off me, man. Don't drip on my drip.
Don't trip on my drip. Yep, that's exactly, I think, you said it perfectly. But the Memphis defense is, I'm shaking my head here. They play really well when they're up tight on the line. When they go back, give them that 7-yard cushion, they get killed every time. Here they are again.
Everybody plays good when they're tight. And here we go. Winkler handing it off. And Vandermeulen with 4 yards there. 2nd and 6, just over a minute left to go. This is definitely, I mean, this is either overtime territory or Chippewas are going to take this game and walk off with it. Oh, and Vandermeulen just nowhere.
Big tackle here. There you go. Got some pressure. Unbelievable power. Look at that. Holy crap.
What do you think about that, Penis? That's kind of work you do when you slaughter stuff.
I'm slaughtering and bulldozing motherfuckers all day.
Beautiful, and so was him. So was that fullback. Oh, my God, and here we go, Winkler. Oh, goodness, with less than a minute left to go, Henry Winkler with the touchdown quarterback keeper. Oh, my goodness, what is going on in this game? And they could be going up by 4 points here.
Again, you gotta shake your head, scratch your head, whatever, about the defensive play calling. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad, but I don't have to scratch my head. I wash mine nice and clean and shiny. And here we go. Tigers with 48 seconds left to go. We'll see what kind of a return here we get.
Wow. Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! He gone. 100 yards by Flash Freddy. Oh my goodness! Talk about smashing butt flaps.
Fab 5-6 is singing "The Party's Over."
Oh,
I guess overtime is still in play here.
Flash Freddy was going to have a hell of a game. I think he was going to have over 100 yards return and 100 yards receiving, and I think that might come through fruition. Oh, my goodness. We'll just have to check his receiving yardage.
That's how you respond.
Yeah, here we go. Still 36 seconds left to go, and the Chippewas have the ball. They'll start from the 27-yard line. Zach Thomas with 23-yard return there. Unbelievable turn of events in the last minute and a half. And here we go, Winkler. Short pass to rolling for 6 yards. Tick, tick, tick. The clock goes down. They only have one timeout left. Nice. Stopping the clock. Spiking the ball. Here we go. 3rd and 4 now. From the 34-yard line. They need to get at least into another, I would say, 35 yards to get into field goal range. Wide open. They're going to have to call a timeout, or they're going to let it run. It is a first down, so it does start. The clock starts when they set the ball. No timeout. Winkler, a lot of time. Oh! 7 seconds left. What a play by this Tigers defense.
Yeah, we're looking for a miracle here.
Time for one more here. That's it.
And here we go. I believe this is Hail Mary territory. Winkler throwing it deep. Oh, 1 second left now. I think we're going to call the same play again.
That brings up 3rd and 10.
Check three.
If that ball would have been caught, yep, definitely. But this is it. Last play of the game. You need to give a chance to your wide receiver. Oh, no! Touchdown, Kevin Miller, 58 yards. How do you let that man get by you?
Oh, my God.
And the Chippewas come away with a walk-off touchdown pass for 58 yards from Winkler, and they go home with the victory, 34-31. Exactly, Roland. What the fuck?
I'm going to only say this once. In this situation, the 2 down linemen would work. You put 2 down linemen on the line and everybody else on the goal line. What the hell?
Unbelievable game for the start of, day 3 of week 5. Unbelievable. The Chippewas
firing his defensive coordinator.
There's a flag on the field.
And I guess just rules. You got to kick the extra point. But unbelievable win here by the Chippewas. Walking away from this one, Clinton Penis, 34-31. Unbelievable comeback. And what a pass by Winkler there.
Unbelievable. I mean, I thought it was over on that return, but damn, man, what a way to answer up by Central Michigan. Holy crap.
That was a crazy last couple minutes of this game, I'll tell you what. That's it? Only three scores
in about a minute and a half. Unbelievable. What a game by number 16, Central Michigan.
Yeah, horrible breakdown by the Memphis defense. I hate to keep harping on that, but come on, man.
Yeah, what a return there by Flash Freddy. And not to be outdone, but he was at the very end by Winkler, almost throwing for 400 yards. I believe Winkler has 399 yards in the game-winning 58-yard pass.
That's incredible.
Wow, how do you let that man get by you?
He had 3 guys trying to chase him down.
A couple of plays of the week in this game, I think.
Unbelievable game, gentlemen, as we see the still shots here for the game. And let's go into the game stats. This got definitely exciting in the second half first downs there. I'm surprised that the Chippewas have more first downs than Memphis. It really looked like Memphis and Moondoggy were moving the chains. But yeah, there you go. Just shy of 400 yards there by Winkler. Pretty much decent third down conversions by both. Fourth down, Chippewas were perfect, 100%. And yeah, the kick returning for Flash Freddy, 247 yards. He had a hell of a game in a loss where I think he might even have 100 yards receiving as well, or very close to it. Time of possession there.
Remember at the halftime, the time of possession was seconds apart, and then you got like a 3-minute difference.
Yep. Big difference there. Not a lot of penalties called, and here we go into player stats. And yeah, Moondoggy Trammell, 155 rating, 76% completion percentage. Just a good game with the exception of that interception in the end zone. Stonefly rush there.
Which was ill-advised. I mean, they could have run it that whole... they had a great running game. I don't know why they were deciding to throw.
Yeah, Flash Freddy there was 76 yards. Had a hell of a game. Just one drop. Yeah, Hitman Thomas with that pick six was a big deal as well for Memphis. Wow, I'm catching my breath. That's just a crazy. That's probably the craziest game I've had to call in the AACL. That's fantastic right there.
You never know what happens when you have a Clinton and Penis in the booth.
Agreed.
But it will be crazy.
Agreed. But here we go. And yeah, I mean, just amazing game by
41-yard average.
Flash Freddy's. What a return. Oh, they counted as 99 yards. Okay. And Winkler, yeah, coming on strong. 53 attempts. Unbelievable. 146 rating. Not bad at all. Wasn't looking good midway through, but then started completing some passes.
Greg, no sacks.
Yeah, no sacks.
Incredible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no sacks at all. And just rushing here by committee, coming
and
close
normally,
to about
the
70
thing
yards.
we can't you can't go without talking about is when you have a Clinton and Penis in the book, you always have to have sacks.
And look at how many targets. Unbelievable. Yeah, 12 targets for Winkler. Just an amazing display there, especially in the second half. I believe he only had 19 completions. I thought it was 19 for 32 or something like that
He had some
in the first quarter.
Too.
Yep, that is crazy. A lot of receivers too.
He's got some zip to his throwing too. I don't know when you're building out your quarterback. I don't know how you can do that, but lesson learned for all the other coaches out there. Try and imitate how this guy's built because he can really pass the ball.
Yeah, had an amazing game. Yeah, that's a lot of receivers there. Just a great game overall. And here we'll be going to the post game. Just a great game to call.
You sound tired,
there was
Greg.
a little bit of a lull there in the third quarter, but fourth quarter picked up very strong.
Look at those points in the fourth, Greg.
Yeah.
Crazy.
29 points in the fourth quarter. Great stuff there. What do you think here, Penis, about Central Michigan just completely taking over the game there?
Oh yeah, like Clint was saying at the beginning here, that third quarter, you were saying that third quarter was a little slow. They really picked it up in the fourth, and it just went haywire from there. They were moving the ball all game. They just weren't getting it where they had to be, but I guess they did it when the time counted. So good job by Central Michigan.
Yeah, and Clint here, we see Flash Freddy, and they just showing his offensive stats, but really that's a disservice to him. I mean, those 270 some or 40 some yards on the returns should really be up there as well. Just amazing game for him, but definitely outshined there by Henry Winkler.
Yeah, he can. It shows you what he can do when you get him the ball. I mean, his skills on those returns. I mean, you just throw it to him like screen passes on the offensive side, and I imagine he'd have a pretty high yard after carry or catch, or whatever.
Yep, and good game there by Hitman Thomas and D-Real Blitzkrieg. 6 tackles, tackle for a loss, interception. Just a great game there by DeReal, Blitzkrieg, and Hitman Thomas on the defensive side. And I think officially for player of the game, it's probably going to be Henry Winkler for sure. Just bringing that team back, having a tough, actually first 3 quarters, really, and just lighting it up in the fourth quarter. Amazing comeback there by the Chippewas, being down the way they were in the
Yeah,
half.
I don't remember the name of the player, but whoever got that interception in the end zone has to get some special accolades because he kept them in the game. If they would have scored, they would have been all over.
Yeah, and I think it's right there, DeReal Blitzkrieg, because I think there was only 1 interception on each side. So it was Blitzkrieg right there, the strong safety.
Yeah, Greg's right. Willie's right.
Perfect, and thanks again for tuning in to game 1 of tonight. Fantastic, and and I'll stay away from talking too much about this game. I have my own biased opinion. I'll stay away from it. But what do you gentlemen, Clinton and Penis? What do you think about this next matchup, number 5? UCF going against the ZIPS, number 2 here. Big matchup here between bootleggers and the dumpster fire division.
I think UCF. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said you first. You first, Clint.
I think UCF really needs to make a statement here. Otherwise, the haters are going to hate. I mean, they got to walk away with a win, stay 4-1, or go to 4-1. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of people jumping on their back and trying to bring them down.
What do you think, Penis?
I think we're going to find out if the Zips are for real because UCF is going to bring it. So let's see what we got. Although the Zips are at home, so they got some advantage there. I would watch out with a loose stool tonight, though.
Yeah, that's loose stool and Max Pound. Very proud of those gentlemen, and hopefully Lee Keen will have a better game this week. And again, thank you for everybody tuning in to Twitch TV. Here at the AACL, on my behalf, Greg Soto, and Clint Torres. Thank you so much, sir, for joining me in the booth, and same thing for Penis Slaughter. Good luck for the rest of the week to you, gentlemen, and we're off to the next game where our play-by-play and color commentary and our third wheel are Rocco McLovin, Pepper Rogers, and the famous Gunny. Take it away, guys.
All right, you know what happens when you put Clint Torres and a penis together? There's a lot of McLovin. What's going on? Welcome to the next game. I don't even know how we're going to top that game because that was unbelievable AACL action. But hey, we got 2 top 5 teams right beside me. Tonight's game is none other than the famous Gunny as my column commentator. Gunny, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am not too bad, and I believe, if I remember correctly, Pepper Rogers is going to be staying with us as well. So, Pepper, how you doing, man?
Not too fucking good after that game.
I was going to say, yeah.
It's kind of tough to come in the booth after you take a whooping like that when, damn, you had victory right there at the touch, and then the agony of defeat. It just sucks.
48 seconds left. Flash Freddy returns a kickoff. 38. Flash Freddy returns a kickoff, and then you give up the long bomb. That was heartbreaking. That was really heartbreaking. So, all right. So let's discuss this, right? Let's move on, Pepper. Right? Let's not talk about that anymore. Let's move on. Let's move on to this next matchup here. We have a really good matchup here between the UCF and the Akron Zips. So, Gunny, let me get your opinion here on UCF. We didn't really get to hear Greg Soto talk a whole lot about it. He is the athletic director, but what do you think that this UCF team needs to do in order to take down this Akron Zips team, who's actually been pretty damn good this season?
Well, the Asian sensation is having his second week at the in the starting lineup. I think he's going to perform a lot better than he did in his first week at quarterback.
I agree. I think with the extra practice time this week, Leaking Snatch is going to be, I think, a better player than what everybody's going to think this week. Pepper, what do you think that Zips need to do to keep this thing alive?
Well, they really have to just keep doing what they've been doing all year long. Brandon Davis just has to keep chunking that skinning and just moving the ball down the field.
Yeah, I would definitely love to see the running back battle here between Dick Insider and Nate Griffin. I think that's going to be an intriguing matchup to go to. According to the weather ladies here across the hall, it is 58 degrees tonight in Akron. No rain, a little bit of a wind, probably due to some of the tornado activity that's been going on out in the cornfields of Iowa. So anybody out there, I think we have somebody in the chat tonight and a little bit of weather. So hopefully you're all right. And let's take it down to the field for this top 5 matchup between two teams here.
That'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good matchup. Like we said, I mean, you know, Akron has been pretty tough all year. UCF was a number 1 ranked team at one point. You know, we'll see how it goes.
Akron's got that target on them, though. It's going to be tough.
Well, let's just see what Leaking Snatch can do for this UCF offense. And we are coming to you live from, what the hell, Infocision? How do you say that? That is so sad. Infocision? There we go. Infocision Stadium. God, I mean, it's fucking Ohio. Can't they ever say anything right? Anyway, welcome to this game. 2 top 5 teams in the AACL, and I gotta tell you, I've been looking forward to this one all week. I thought we would have kind of a light game last game, but no, that was amazing. Let's see if the action continues, as UCF will be kicking it off, and that is going to be returned here. A pretty decent return, and that's going to be taken about the 29-yard line by Allen Davis, and that is going to bring up the Zip offense, Gunny, and let's see what they can do here.
Good luck to the dumpster fire division and the bootleggers division.
And there's the fake handoff, and that's going to be a good pass. It looks like he might break that tackle. He's dragging the defender. Todd Bennett, 24-yard first down Zips. Brandon Davis, good-looking pass there. Brings him up to the line here. Looks like shotgun split formation. Getting the play call from the sideline. That's another fake handoff. It looks like basically the exact same play. And there is Todd Bennett once again with another 20-yard reception.
I think you're going to see a lot of passing this game. I don't think there's going to be very much running.
I mean, right now they look like they found a pretty good play here that seems to work, and that was not going to work. Incomplete pass there. The running back thought he was going to have to cut back up the field. Davis thought he was going to stay right there on the flat. Did not work for him. That's going to be 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation once again. There's the handoff to Griffin, and that is going to be to the right side, and that's going to be about a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a crucial 3rd and long. So 3rd and long here, 4 wide receiver set. Man in motion coming out of the slot. And there's a snap. He drops back, he looks, and he's going to fire to the outside, and that is going to be complete tiptoe on the sideline there by Trey McIntyre, 16 yards.
Yeah, nice toe drag swag there.
Some beautiful toe drag swag. Shotgun formation once again. This Zip team does like to air it out. King drops back, and he's going to fire over the middle, and that is going to be incomplete out of the back of the end zone. Good defense there by UCF. Maybe that was just a bad pass, but it looked like pretty good defense as well. And that is going to bring up 2nd and goal here. Single back formation, man in motion. King changing the play at the line, and that's going to be a handoff to Griffin. He's going to take it to the left side, and that is going to be stopped. No yards on the gain, and that is going to bring up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, UCF needs to stop him here to a field goal.
Yeah, not sure, Pepper. I think me and you's just going to be in here for now, buddy. I think Gundy's having some mic issues, but that is going to be dropped back, and that looks like it's a touchdown pass. Gabriel Cotton with a beautiful catch there. Looked like he was in major traffic, and he was still able to bring it down.
We always got Peanut Slaughter as a backup in there.
It's true. We can always, and it looks like a flag, and there may be a flag on the play. Oh, nope, it's going to be a booth review. And I don't know what they're reviewing because he looked like he was in.
He's out. He's out.
Man, I'll tell you what, that looked out to me too, Pepper. Let's see what the call is down on the field. And the play stands, and that is going to be a touchdown for Akron. They're going to take a 7-0 lead here. I got to tell you, Pepper, I think that he was out of bounds.
I'm not too sure about these officials in the AACL.
Yeah, I don't know.
AACL.
I don't know if the commissioner Dave Axis pays them off only for Wyoming games and they just call shitty games the rest of the time, or what? Who knows? But Dave's got to get every advantage he can get out there. Well, I mean, that's fine if you want to pay him extra for Indiana. I mean, that's cool.
I agree with you, Greg. I think he was out.
We must not be paying him enough because we're a 4th-ranked team there, bub. All right, and there's a handoff to Dickens. Actually, that was Chris Harris with a negative 2-yard rush there. I thought that was going to be Dickens Sider, but it was not. Good tackling there by the Akron defense, and that's going to be 2nd and 12. Greg Soto saying that's bullshit about the call, I would assume. 2nd down, shotgun formation, leaking snatch. He's going to throw it to the outside, and that's going to be caught for a 7-yard gain here. So that's going to be a 3rd and about 5 here for UCF. This is going to be an interesting play here, what they call.
That was a nice pass for Lane King to get her first completion, get her rhythm going.
Yeah, after the performance last week in his first AACL game, good way to come out, and that is not what you want to do for leaking snatch. That is an interception, and he's going to take that back to the house. That is a quick 14 points. David Campbell taking it to the house.
Well, the back judge doesn't have to call that touchdown because the first one he called was out of bounds.
Yeah, and look at that. I mean, that was a beautiful play there by the defender. And leaking snatch once again. Thought he was going to get a good little start there with that nice little pass to the outside, as Pepper talked about. And next throw, he just throws it right to the defender. He takes it back for 6. And Akron here at home with a quick 14-0 lead against the number 5 UCF team. This is a really interesting ballgame.
Well, Akron's showing why they're the 2nd-ranked team right now.
Yeah, they're playing really good, especially on their home turf. And that's going to be a decent returner by Fat. And look at that team defense, only giving up 5 yards on that drive. Only one drive, but still.
All right, points are pivotal here for the Knights on this drive.
Yep, we've got to see what the Knights can do here. Shotgun split formation. Or maybe that's a pistol. I'm not sure what they call that. And that's going to be a fake, and that's going to be thrown down the field and way overthrown. Leaking snatch there with an incomplete pass.
You think this is he got nerves, got jitters out there, or what?
I would assume that Greg Soto's giving him hookers and blow to make him play better, but apparently not. And and that is going to be a first. Actually, it's going to be a 3rd and inches here. That's what she said. And that is going to be shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. Looks like they're going to get the play called back from the sideline here. And there's the fake, and that's going to be a quarterback keeper. Leaking snatch gets the 1st down there on a 4-yard run. Maybe that's what leaking snatch needs to do, is maybe use his legs a little more to try to throw that defense off and then try to use the arm. Let's see what he can do here, though. 1st and 10, same set, 4 wide receivers. He drops back. He's got plenty of time, and he's going to throw that to the cheerleaders on the sideline.
And that was a smart throw, because if he'd have thrown it to the receiver, that was pick 6 all the way.
Oh, easily. I mean, it was a good decision there. Didn't have anybody down the field, so what's the best thing to do? Don't take the sack. Just throw the ball away. 2nd and 10, man in motion from the slot. Leaking Snatch is going to hand it off here, and that's going to be a good run on the outside. And he's going to barrel through and get a first down there. Dick Insider with an 11-yard gain.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Yeah, I believe that he jumped that guy, so that was a really good play there by Dick Insider to get that first down. Get that little extra umph. Sometimes you got to do that when you're Insider. And there's a fake handoff. Leaking Snatch doesn't know where to go, and that's going to be a 3-yard loss. And Blake Jackson with a nice tackle for loss there.
Looks like he was lost. What?
Yeah, he didn't know what he
All
was
them
doing.
blue jerseys. He said, "Where am I supposed to go?"
And we can see Geralt Winkler in the chat saying he would have taken the sack. No shit, Sherlock. We all know. 2nd and 13, and that is going to be thrown out of bounds once again by Leaking Snatch. I mean, it's a valid point. I mean, Wink does hang out with Eagle a lot, and I know that fucking Eagle takes a lot of sacks, so not surprising that Winkler would too. 3rd and 13, that's going to be a deep shot down the sideline, and that is going to be, that was almost picked off by David Campbell again. 4th and 13, and UCF is going to have to pump this ball away.
Yeah, they need to stay away from David Campbell.
No, he's here.
Yep, Gunny's still in the house. And that is going to be taken into the back of the end zone. So Akron will get the ball in their own territory. Let's see what Akron could do here. I mean, if they actually get a score on this drive, this is not going to be good for the Knights at all. And
100% agree.
And there's a snap, and that's a good throw there. Todd Bennett, the only player that has really done much on the Akron offense there, at least. Catching everything Brandon Davis is throwing at him. And it's going to be 2nd and 7. 4 wide receiver set. Getting the play call from the sideline. That's going to be a fake handoff, and it looks like Davis is going to keep that, and he's going to get a first down on his own and a little bit more. 13-yard gain there for Brandon Davis. So that is going to be 1st and 10 here. Ball looks like it's on about the 37-yard line. Davis drops back. He's got plenty of time. He's going to fire to the outside. And look at this. I didn't even know who's going to catch that. But it looks like Allen Davis comes down with it for the first catch of the night. Davis to Davis connection. Sounds like a law firm. 4 wide receiver set. They love running out of this set here, what it looks like so far early in this game. Davis drops back. He's going to fire, and that is going to be caught by Todd Bennett again. That's 8-yard gain. I think, I was getting ready to say 4 or 5 catches already for Todd Bennett tonight.
It looks like they got UCF defense on their heels right now.
Oh, 100%. UCF's defense has not been able to make a clean stop at all so far in this first quarter. Davis dropping back. He's going to throw it down to the outside again. Todd Bennett for a 3-yard gain. And that is going to bring the hurry-up offense. 2nd and 7 here. Ball just across the midfield. And that is going to be looking back at the sideline there, getting the play call from Winkler. Davis drops back. Good block there. And he's going to fire over the middle, and that's going to be a completed pass. Allen Davis, 17 yards. And once again, thank you, everybody, for watching the AACL. Biff Markham in the house. That one guy, Dave Axis, is in the house, I guess. David Leathers, Doug Britton, the Winkmeister, Goals Official, Gunny McGuire, Ladybug, whoever that is, Lone Star Glory, we know who that man is. That is Clint Torres. Freddie, Greg Soto, World Football Alliance, that is Holdorf. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for watching it once again. And that's a good pass there to the outside to Nate Griffin on the screen. And that is going to bring up 2nd and 2. And that may be the last play of this quarter. And nope, he's not. It's going to be a fake, and that's going to be a good pass there to the middle by Quentin Stevenson. That's a 12-yard gain and a 1st and goal, and that's going to end the first quarter. Akron looking solid so far, 14-0 over the Black Knights. Is it Black Knights or Scarlet Knights? Is it just Knights now? Okay, I thought they had the longer name before. Yeah, Rutgers is Scarlet Knights, and I thought they were Black Knights for some reason. But anyway, or maybe that's Army.
Yeah, Army is Black Knights.
Yeah, Army's Black Knights. That's my fault. All right, so Brandon Davis with an incomplete pass, almost picked off there by number 4. And look at the play selection for Akron. 14 passes to 3 runs. Very interesting play calling, but it's working for him. And it looks like he tried to do a jump pass like Tim Tebow back in the Florida days, but that was incomplete. And that's going to be 3rd and goal here for Akron. The sexually open Knights. There you go. That's a good way to look at it, Charles. Stock. And then, oh, look at this. Almost an interception by Bernard Johnson, and that's going to be 4th and goal. And looks like Akron's going to have to kick the field goal here to make it a 17-0 game. And I do want to give a shout out to Charles. I want to disappoint you, but I went to the barber today and got a haircut, so I am not as hairy as you like me to be. So we can still chop wood, but it's going to be of course it's going to be in a sexual way, but not that sexual. So, all right, and that is going to be.
I think y'all need to get a room.
We might have to. Carter Fernandez with the kick return there. And that is going to be a 1st and 10 for UCF. Pepper, what does this team have to do? What does UCF have to do to get back in this ballgame?
Well, they're going to have to start scoring some points, getting some first downs. That's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, that's really the only thing they could do. Dick Insider, 2 rushes there for 14 yards. Got a 3-yard gain on that run. And that is going to bring up 2nd and 7. 4 wide receiver set. Getting the play called back from Willie B. Hardigan. And that's going to be a handoff to Dick Insider, and that's going to be a 7-yard gain, but they're not going to give him the first down. It'll be 3rd and inches. 4 wide receiver set once again. These teams loving that 4 wide receiver set. Leaking Snatch is going to keep it for himself, and he does get the first down. I didn't know if he was going to have enough speed to get there, but he did.
Barely got that first down.
Absolutely right, Gunny. And Charles, I would love to go find and drink some mead with you. 100%. And Leaking Snatch once again keeps it for himself, and that's actually going to be counted as a sack. Gilbert Murray getting the sack. That's a 5-yard loss. He wants to drink meat. I don't know if that's meat, but I'm assuming that is mead. He likes a good mead. 2nd and 15. That's not good. 3 wide receiver set. Man in motion, and that's going to be looks like a fake hand. Leaking Snatch, he runs back into his own player, but look at this. Leaking Snatch, look at him go. 22-yard gain there for Leaking Snatch.
Best
nice
play
run.
in the UCF playbook so far.
Yeah, that's been the play of the day right there so far.
Oh,
and
no.
Look at this. Leaking Snatch is leaking. He is down. Sanchez, I'm going to assume in the game now.
Dirty Sanchez.
Wasn't he suspended? And look at Dick Insider just trying to take it on his own. He got demoted. That is right. So Harry Sanchez coming back to the game. Maybe he could be the savior for the Knights. Let's see what's happening.
Wouldn't that be the story of he come off the bench and take them to the victory?
That could. Ooh, that's an interesting story that the girl is now with the Asian sensation. But that is going to be 3rd and 2 here. And for himself, and look at this. That's a first down. Slides even after getting hit there. And that is going to be a first down. That's what you got to do if you're Harry Sanchez. You got to extend the play and get the first. He does that indeed. Wide receiver taking his sweet fucking time. And looks like there may be some movement on the line. That may be a part. Duarte Sanchez. See, somebody said Harry, so I just roll with it. Oh, that may be what it was. I'm a little off to it. 1st and 15 for Sanchez. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it and make a good pass there to Jason Benson for a 17-yard gain. That's a first down for UCF. And this so far has been the best drive of the Knights tonight. Sanchez completing his first pass in a couple weeks. And that's going to be the fake handoff. Sanchez is looking. He's going to fire. He does find his receiver, Mike Jenkins. 10-yard gain, and that's 2nd and inches.
Sanchez already matched the reception, the same passing completions as the first quarterback, which was 2 for 6 before he was injury.
And Mike Jenkins there, I thought he was going to break through those tackles and get a touchdown, but does step out of bounds. That is going to be a first down, though, and UCF is knocking on the door here for their first score of the night with the closing 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Sanchez drops back, and he's going to look at this, wide open, but overthrows his man. He was wide open in the back of the end zone, Gunny.
Oh, I just missed strained back. I didn't remember don't know what it said.
It actually said Leaking King is going to be out for 3 weeks with a strained back. And look at Sanchez. He's going to try to keep it for himself. He's going to get a 5-yard gain there. So this is going to be Sanchez's game tonight. Let's see if he can turn this around for the Knights.
Hey, Sanchez is 2-0 as a starter now.
That is true. Sanchez is 2-0 as a starter. And he's going to drop back. He's going to fire in the middle. That's a touchdown pass. Fat with a 5-yard TD or 5-yard TD catch. Wang Fat's beautiful catch. Look at Sanchez coming in. Sanchez is coming off the bench after losing his spot, losing his girl, and comes in here and leads UCF on a beautiful scoring drive. And now all of a sudden, I mean, we talked about UCF needs to do something. Now they've scored. Let's see what Akron can do. Can they keep the pedal down and get another score, or are they going to let UCF right back in this ballgame?
That was an excellent drive by the Knights. I mean, their best play so far is a leaking snatch, getting a strain back.
Yeah, I mean, and he on that beautiful run too, a 23-yard run, and strained his back at the same time. So, you know, he set it up perfectly for Sanchez to take over there. And let's see how the Zips respond. 1st and 10. Drops back, and he's going to fire down the middle, and that is going to be tipped around, but that is incomplete. Mark Matthews with the deflection.
It looked like he was in double coverage there.
Yeah, UCF put up pressure on the quarterback. He had to move in the pocket.
And that's what UCF's defense needs to do. Max Pound, one of those guys that needs to get pressure. And that is just to the outside, and that is going to be completed to Allen Davis. And that's going to be an 8-yard reception. So 3rd is short here for the Zips. And they're going to stay in that shotgun formation. Pass-happy offense for the Zips here. Let's see if they just do a fake run or a quarterback keep. Nope, neither. And he's going to throw it to the outside. That will be completed. And Todd Bennett with another 8-yard reception. So 1st down for the Zips. And Davis still in that 4 wide receiver set. Looks like Wink is going to call the play differently here. Davis drops back. He's going to throw it, and that's a beautiful catch there with plenty of yards to go. That was a beautiful pass. Not sure exactly who caught that. Allen Davis with the catch. 4 catches for 56 yards tonight for Allen Davis.
Akron zipping the ball to the left and the right for a whole bunch of completions.
Love it, Gunny, how you just said the Zips are zipping the ball. 1st and 10 for the Zips, and he zips it to the outside to Todd Bennett for a 5-yard gain. Sorry, I had to take your line, buddy.
The game is just zipping along.
The game is just zipping along. Hey-o. I just unzipped my zipper. Hey-o. Never mind. 2nd and 5, and that's a beautiful play there, and that's a touchdown to Carlos Phillips, 23 yards. Looked like one of those receivers may have been throwing a pick out there, but works to perfection. Oh, maybe the UCF defenders picked themselves. And that's a beautiful play, beautiful drawn-up play there by Wink and the coaching staff, and that is going to bring Akron to a 24-7 lead. And with that response, Akron still looking pretty good here in the closing minute of the first half.
I believe that was the first touch for Carlos Phillips, and it results in the touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's the first time we actually called his name all night. And so now let's see how Sanchez responds, right? He comes in the middle of a drive. He was able to lead him down the field, Pepper. Do you think Sanchez is going to be able to do the same thing here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he's going to just, do what he did the first drive. But he only got 52 seconds, so we're going to have to hustle.
Sanchez drops back, 4 wide receiver set. It looks like he's going to keep it for himself. He's going to be able to get some good yardage here. And that's going to be a 1st down on an 11-yard run there for Sanchez.
That makes it 1st and 10.
And he's going to hurry the offense back up here. 3 wide receiver set, 2 backs in the backfield. Sanchez drops back, and he's going to fire to one of those backs. And Dickensider does not get any yards on that catch, and that's going to be 2nd and 10. Looks like he went out of bounds, too, so that helps.
I think they used a timeout.
2nd and 10. They must have used a timeout. Thank you there, Pepper. And that is going to be thrown, but it looks like once again the interception. And this might be a pick six by the same player.
The block.
Oh, he got forced out of bounds. Okay, he got thrown. And David Campbell, that's his 2nd interception of the night. He's the one who had the pick 6 earlier. He comes back and almost gets a pick 6. Looks like he gets man-throwed about 5 yards of the out-of-bounds line. Just thrown like a rag doll. Probably thrown up against the wall like one of Greg Soto's hookers. And 4 wide receiver set here. Davis drops back, and he's going to throw it to the middle, and that's a completed pass. And broken tackle there by Todd Bennett, 17 yards. He has been a huge threat tonight in this passing game.
The zip score here, this game could get ugly quick.
It could get ugly really fast, and I did not see this coming. Shotgun formation. It looks like King's going to keep it for himself, and that is, or Davis, I mean. And that's a 3-yard rush. I am not sure where I got King from. Oh, Leaking King. All right,
Zips
so Davis.
got one timeout left.
Davis fires it over the middle, and that's a touchdown, Eric Chavez.
They're not going to need it. And yet again, another receiver catches the ball. I think he's got like 8 receivers catching the ball already today.
I think he saw that last game where 12 receivers, it sounded like, caught a pass. So maybe he's trying to do the same thing here for Akron. Beautiful route there. And look at Akron, 30-7. I mean, would you guys have seen 2 top 5 teams and one of them getting blown out like this in the first half? I wouldn't think so.
Oh, not 31 points in the first half.
No, this is pretty impressive by ZIPS. Biff saying break this team up. I mean, it's a tough team. That's what we were saying. That's why they're the number 2 team in the nation. And I got to tell you, they've looked like it. They've really held their own here. UCF maybe has time for one last play. Well, let's see what they do here. They may just run the ball to run the clock out.
Oh, I don't think nobody can handle that air raid offense they're running right now. Ain't nobody found the secret to stopping it.
Nope, not yet. And there is Dickensider with the run, and that will be the first half. Akron coming out, spanking that ass, 31-7. And I got to tell you, I mean, this is 2 top 5 teams in the AACL. I didn't see this coming. I mean, granted, I know that they're starting Leaking Snatch, and he's out for the game, and Sanchez is back in. But I mean, even with that, I mean, Akron has just looked unstoppable. Gunny, what is your reaction here to this first half?
Well, the Knights cut the lead down they cut the deficit down 17-7 to 10 points, but then it got jacked back up to 24 points with the interception and some miscues on the Knights' behalf.
I mean, Pepper, my thinking is Sanchez is, maybe running the ball a little bit more. They've done a decent job, 72 rushing yards tonight. Maybe part of that is a lot of that has to do with Leaking Snatch's 23-yard game. But Pepper, what does UCF have to do to get back in this game? Is it really more on the offensive side, or does the defense finally need to figure out how to shut the Zip offense down?
Well, defense needs to shut the Zips down, which they're probably not going to, but they got to quit turning the ball over. 2 turnovers, that's 14 points right there.
Yeah, I think they just need to stay away from whoever they're throwing it to. I mean, look at Akron. 216 passing yards in that first half alone. I mean, this has just been impressive. So UCF will get the ball here in the second half, and let's see what Willie B. Hardigan has done to this UCF team, and if he's motivated them or not. Let's figure this out. Carter Fernandez with a 23-yard return. Look at that defense. Only giving up 126 yards. Only 1 sack in the game, though, but throwing 2 picks. And want to thank everybody once again for coming to the AACL tonight. We had a really good game, the first game, that ended on a last-second 50-some-yard bomb. And look at that. Look at Akron. Sanchez in the first half throws a pick 6, and the bloodbath continues. Wow.
Damn, Dandy Don, man. He's getting off a helicopter.
Oh, my God. Wow. Look, I mean, going back to the chat here, Benji Matson, Biff Markham, Bob Funk in the chat, Dave Axis, David Leathers, Doug Britton, Wink. I'm sure he's enjoying the shit out of himself. Gunny McGuire. I'm trying to see who's under that. Have this 2. Ladybug 3. Charles is still in here. Freddie. Poor Greg Soto. And Holtorf in here as well. Goals official. I believe that's Krieg is in here as well. So I think you had Stover on this team because, I mean, I don't know if the defense just gave up or what, Greg, but man, just rough.
And
But that wasn't
bootlegger
that.
division is just taking a beating this week.
Man, I gotta tell you, they are indeed. And right now, I mean, this is just. I don't even know how to think of this. 38-7, Akron with the lead. Sanchez drops back, and it's gonna be a completed pass.
Number 2 was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Right, and so getting in my ear here from the producer, the pick'ems tonight in this game was 10-6 with the Zips leading that. So about half the people have faith in the Knights, and I think that's getting taken away. And Sanchez got rocked there on that run. Four rushes for 32 yards tonight for Sanchez. And
All I know is that the third string quarterback of the UFC Knights has put down his clipboard, and he's over on the sideline tossing the ball around. He's getting warmed up just in case.
He might be. I mean, that would make total sense. Aiden Graves with the first catch of the night for 4 yards, and that's going to be 2nd and 6 here. And Sanchez coming to the line. He's going to probably change the play. 3 wide receiver set. Drops back. He's looking for that screen. He does find it. Looks like Dick and Sider. And that's going to be a 5-yard gain, and that's going to be 3rd and short for the Knights. 3rd and 1. So let's see what they do here. They haven't really run the ball very much in this game. Maybe they try to do it here either by Sanchez or by Dick and Sider. And let's see what they do. And there's the handoff. Nope, it looks like Sanchez is going to keep it, but he tries to go up the middle, loses a yard, and that's going to be 4th and 1. They have to go for it. I mean, they're in desperate mode now.
I would go for it from the 50-yard line, yes.
And it looks like they are not going to go for it. Willie Portigan is not hard. I mean, he is flaccid. I mean, he is soft. It's like he's been in the pool all day. Shrinkage. There's definite shrinkage. So, I mean, there'd be some shrinkage on me too if this was IU playing right now. This is tragic. So, I love you, Soto, but man, this is hard to watch. We'll see, especially if Akron scores here. We might as well just talk about the weather. Davis drops back, and that is going to be a completed pass to Todd Bennett for a 12-yard gain. Bennett has just been, look at that, 9 catches, 100 yards tonight for Todd Bennett.
Yeah, the Knights are just not playing no defense whatsoever.
Yeah, their defense is not there. I don't know if, like I said, did the athletic director, Greg Soto, give them a bunch of hookers and blow, and the defense is just still got, pixie dust or whatever all over them?
They might have not got the blow through customs when they went to Akron.
Yeah, apparently. Customs in Akron. You can let anything in Ohio. They don't give a shit. And drops back. Davis throws a bomb, and that is going to be completed. Allen Davis, 32 yards. The law firm, Davis on the connection. They will take any case on. Davis and Davis Law Firm there. Beautiful pitch and catch from the duo. And that's going to be 1st and 10. Akron already in Knight territory. The bloodbath continues. Davis drops back. He's going to sling it to the middle, but that will be incomplete. One of the few rare mistakes that Davis has made tonight. And that's going to be 2nd and 10.
Trying to get in touch with the crack staff research team, see if we can figure out what has been the biggest points margin in a game in the AACL this season so far.
This one's got to be up there, Gunny. I'll agree with you on that. 3rd and 10 after the receiver blatantly just dropped that pass. Davis drops back. He's got plenty of time. No pressure at all. And look at this. Throwing his first interception of the night. UCF defense finally stepping up to do something. And look at that. Number 41. What? What is that? Oh my! I'm not even gonna try. I'm really not. Not even gonna try. Soto, what the fuck was that? All right. It's always nice to be able to call a Soto ran team because I'm sure there's so many fantastic names. Her beaver smells. Thank you. Jesus God, Soto, dude, you're killing me. You're killing me. I don't even know why I try to be halfway professional. I really don't know. It's limp dick season. It's limp dick season right now in the booth. That's for sure. Sanchez throwing down the sideline. Looks like Wayne Fat is gonna be able to get that one for 20 yards. Her beaver smells. Jesus, that's a good one. I gotta admit that's a good one. 1st and 10 for Sanchez. Drops back. He's getting the pass broken up at the line there. Look at Sanchez, 8 for 14, Gunny, only 66 yards in.
Well, I'm still waiting for some more receptions from Wang Fat and Gabe Bathhouse, I believe his name. Gabe Bathhouse, I believe is his other receiver.
Yeah, I think whatever he needs to do.
There you go, Gunny, right there.
There we go.
You can put that in the chat all day, Soto. I'm gonna laugh every time I see that. Because when I read that is not what I read. I swear. And look at that. Sanchez takes a sack. Jeremy Richardson with a big play there for the Akron Zips defense. And Sanchez goes down. Down goes Sanchez.
I think he grounded the ball, didn't he? But it's still 4th and 16.
Yeah, it's still 4th and 16. I mean, UCF's offense just not moving the ball at all, except for that one drive. And like I said, I mean, we're winding down close to the end of the 3rd quarter. If Akron scores on this drive, I mean, it's going to be, you might as well just turn the lights out here in Ohio. Yep, and we did get that question answered by Gunny. 27 points is the biggest margin of victory, and it was done, by the way, by this same Akron team. So keep that in your back pocket. And thank you for the clarification. They beat that. Their 27-point victory came against Old Dominion, who, by the way, was the top-ranked team in the nation when that game happened. So thank you once again to that crack staff, as Cuddy called them, the crack stats team, for their assistance. And that was mainly probably just Dave Axis going back and looking at old screenshots. Davis firing over the middle, but that was broken up there. Good pass deflection there by number 12, and that's going to force a punt for the Zips.
Good defensive stand there for the night.
First punts for the Zips tonight.
And looks like Akron, looking at some highlights here of the Akron defense. All their interceptions and 2 pick sixes. And UCF coming to the line here. I think they're just trying for pride here at this point. 4 wide receiver sets. Sanchez looking for the screen. He is able to get it, and that play was broken up very well.
And the Knights just can't get nothing going on offense.
They cannot at all, and that screen pass right there is not going to work. I mean, number 47 just had that thing snuffed out. Eric Elliott with his 3rd tackle for loss in the night. And man in motion here for UCF. Sanchez drops back looking for the screen again. He's not going to get it. That's going to be a sack.
Man.
And look at this. I mean, once again, Eric Elliott right there in the backfield. His 1st sack of the night, his 4th tackle for loss. And I got to tell you, I mean, I don't know what they need to do if UCF just needs to say, you know, fuck it, I'm out.
I don't know who was blocking on that play. It was a four blue shirts all on that tackle.
There was nobody. And another screen once again. Dick and Sider getting some good position here. Look at this. Dick and Sider getting the 1st down on a 31-yard pitch and catch. What a play there by Dick and Sider.
That will help your stats a little bit.
Pad them stats for you. And all of a sudden, UCF is actually in Zip territory. And looks like that's going to be a completed pass.
That's a gain of 12 on the play. First down.
And that is going to be first down here on the 31-yard line. Sanchez getting the play back from the sideline there. Will he be hard again? Might be getting half of a stiffy right now. And that's going to be Dick Insider, and may have just went back soft again. 5 catches for 30 yards tonight for Dick Insider. 23 of those yards were on one play.
Eric Elliott with 10 tackles.
He's been playing really good. UCF, 186 total yards. If you would have told me by the end of the third quarter UCF wouldn't have had over 200 yards, I would have said you're crazy. Yes, I will not say Gabe Bathhouse's name. No.
I was wondering that too.
I don't want to say it, damn it. I'm just man in motion here, Sanchez. And he's going to keep that for himself. And he's going to take that up the middle there, getting the first and goal there for Sanchez. 11 yards on the play. That has been nowhere. 5 wide receiver set here. Man coming back in motion into the backfield. Sanchez looking. He's going to keep that for himself. Take it up the middle. Slides down at the goal line. And that is going to end the third quarter. Sanchez sliding like a pussy right there at the goal line. And 38-7, no score there in the third quarter. Or maybe there was one score. One score in the third quarter. Sorry on that pick six. And that is going to be is it first and goal now? Or second and goal? Maybe second and goal. I'm not sure because the damn thing wasn't going to show it. But Chris Harris with a 1-yard touchdown run. UCF with their second score of the night. And like I always say, don't put the fucking 4s up, bitches. Put the 69s up there. Let me know how it's going. 2 Cougars, 1 cup. Let's go. That's right. That's the only thing that's going to save this fucking night team tonight. And look at this. Going for the onside kick. They got to do something. There's a flag on the play. Maybe they didn't go 10 yards.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yep, illegal touching. Greg Soto's never heard of that before. Illegal touching.
First down.
And that is going to be 1st and 10 for the Zips.
I won't be surprised if the Zips keep throwing the ball even with this commanding lead. Nope, they run the ball.
And look at that, Nate Griffin with a 5-yard rush there. I would not be surprised if they go ahead and just, keep running the ball, try to get that time down there. 33 passes tonight compared to 5 runs for Akron. That's some play calling right there. Is the ratio set to like 99-1? Like, it probably not, but it looks like it. Just unbelievable. And the crazy thing is they've had that many passes, but I just crazy. They just keep running the same offense. And that is going to be completed there. Todd Bennett with a 10-yard gain, 2nd and inches. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's just how it's going to roll. And Brandon Davis looking pretty damn good tonight, like the rest of this Akron offense. 2nd and inches. Davis drops back, and he's going to find his receiver. Oh, maybe not. Looks like it was dropped there. Maybe hit as he caught the ball, but good defensive play there by UCF. And that's 3rd and inches.
Defensive stand right here.
Yep, and that is going to be a handoff to Nate Griffin. He does get the first down and more for Akron. 5-yard gain there for Nate Griffin.
The way Akron's going right now, they could almost run the clock out.
That could be. They're taking their time, making good decisions, and that's a handoff to Griffin. He's going to take it to the outside, loses a couple yards, and that's going to be 2nd and 12.
Throw it to Todd Bennett. He's already got 10 catches for the day.
Yeah, might as well get Todd Bennett more involved. As long as they don't throw an interception to Herb Beaver smells, it'll be fine. Just avoid the stench. And look at that interception. Speaking of it, was it Herb Beaver smells? I don't know if it was Herb Beaver smells. That may be challenged. I'm not sure. He was inbounds or nope, they're not going to challenge it. UCF with a great pick there. Not sure who intercepted that pass.
I believe that was the same side of the field that the back judge was on the controversial touchdown pass earlier in the game.
Yeah, the one that can't see.
Gabe Bathhouse, 5 catches tonight. 3 wide receiver set, 2 backs in the backfield. Hardigan changing the play from the sideline. And that's going to be slung over the middle. That is caught. Looks like Dick Insider maybe. Yep, Dick Insider, 6 catches for 43 yards tonight. And here comes the hurry-up offense here for the Knights. 1st and 10. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. UCF needs a miracle. And here comes Sanchez. Look at him running, and he's going to slide for the first down a little bit more. And that is going to be a good run there to get to the other side of the field there for UCF.
Sanchez needs to work on the Kenny Pickett slide.
Yeah, he needs to be able to take that fake knee, right? And there's a throw to the outside. Dick Insider for 5-yard gain. If I remember correctly, I believe they actually changed that rule right after that, right? Did I read that somewhere?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, that they changed it to where you can't do that now. Like, that's just insane. Kudos to that kid, though. I would have, you know what would have happened if I would have done that, Gunny? My knee would have been gone. No doubt about it. My old fucking ass, my knee would have been gone. No way I could have pulled that. I wouldn't even thought about pulling that off. And Sanchez drops back. 1st and 10 here for the Knights. Trying to find somebody. He does, and looks like he's going to get down inside the 5. Wayne Fat, 22-yard catch. And there he is, Gunny. I think you were asking for Wayne Fat to get more involved. Here he is.
Yeah, Wayne Fat and Bathhouse, Gabe Bathhouse, have contributed to the offense a little more in the second half with Sanchez at the controls.
And even though UCF is really kind of laid an egg tonight, they are 100% efficient in the red zone, so kudos to them. And Sanchez does not get the pitch out in time to Dick Insider. Good defensive play there by the Zips, and that's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's just a little bit too late for the Knights.
And really, they're taking up a lot of time, to be honest. Even if this was going to be a comeback, they're taking up way too much time on this drive. Sanchez snaps, drops back. He's going to sling it to Dick Insider, it looks like, and that is Rashawn Gonzalez for his first catch of the night. And that, little dink and dunks are not going to work here. Sanchez looking. Finds his, nope, he does not find his man, Johnny. He found Jonathan Mills, though, on a deflection, and that's going to be 4th and goal. And do they go for it here? I believe they do.
There you go.
Look at that. About damn time. Minute 36 to go. 4th and goal. This will be it. It's been it for a while. And that's going to be touchdown Mike Jenkins. And don't say no yet. 18 points. They might be able to do it here. That was sarcasm, gentlemen. I don't think they're going to. I don't think.
I thought he was serious.
I was not serious. That's a tall order. And look at this. He was hugging it. Did you see that? Sanchez drops back. The lineman, feeling a little frisky, decided to try to give him a reach around there right in the middle of the play. Does this surprise you? This is a team led by Athletic Director Greg Soto. I imagine that there's reach around and glory holes all over the place at UCF. And looks like we got a minute 30 to go here. Akron showing off some of those plays. And this really, UCF's got 3 timeouts left, but why?
Yeah,
unless you get them throwing the ball too much and get a pick. I don't know what's going to happen here. Nate Griffin, 2-yard gain.
Danny Johnson, turn out the light. The party's over.
Danny Don's been nearby since the second quarter.
Yeah, he's been here for a while. And there's a fake handoff. Davis is going to keep that for himself and gets rocked. And I'm not sure if that's really the best idea there for Davis to take a hit like that late in this game.
UCF ain't even using a timeout.
No, I don't think they should. I mean, what's the point? This game is just over.
UCF had a good second half. They've won 13 points, and the Zips only scored 7.
And 3-1 said there's another handoff, Nate Griffin there, and that is going to be the ball game. And the bleeding has finally stopped for the UCF Knights as Akron comes in with a 18-point victory. So not the biggest upset, or not the biggest win margin in AACL like it was looking like it was going to be. But once again, I mean, Akron has just looked dominant in this game. They moved to 5-0. I would imagine after this performance, they will be the number 1 team in the nation. After I believe the number 1 team took a loss earlier in the week.
Yes, he did.
Poor Gunny. I wasn't even trying to be like that.
No, that was fine.
An asshole producer asking, "Oh, Gunny, confirm that." Come on, man.
Another bootlegger loss in tonight. Not looking good for the bootlegger division.
Yeah,
at least the first one was a last second. It wasn't a blowout. And Craig, it looks like you and me will play next week too. So hopefully you keep the same team like you got today.
And I mean, let's just go ahead and talk about this game. I mean, Akron on all phases of the ball, or all phases of the game, offense, defense, special teams, even though there wasn't really much to do on special teams, they just looked dominant. I mean, UCF looked like the number 24 ranked team in the AACL, not the number 5. So let's take a look at these stats here real quick. First off, Gunny, what is your reaction to this game?
Ben Davis, Brian Davis, whatever Davis that was throwing the ball. I mean, he's a top-notch quarterback. I might be looking for him in the pros next season. I mean, he led the team. I believe he had 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah. Yep, he did. And looks like
who's the quarterback going to be next week?
Looks like Greg Soto, the athletic director here. Next week's quarterback will be Kimmy Head. She fucked her way up to the starting quarterback position. So congrats to Head there, as looks like Head's going to get the start next week possibly for the UCF Knights. And fuck knows, I mean, they need somebody to be able to throw the ball accurate because Sanchez nor leaking snatch has not been very good, at least today. And let's take a look at Brandon Davis here. 23 of 37, 277 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 62% completion. And not much to look at on the running side of things, but Todd Bennett was the big threat. 10 catches, 110 yards. Alan Davis, the law firm Davis and Davis, 6 catches for 94 yards. I am coining the phrase now. 9 different receivers being able to catch the ball tonight. Look at these defensive stats. Look at Elliott, 14 solo tackles, 5 tackles for loss. I think I just picked my player of the week for defense.
Yeah, I wonder if those are some defensive records in the AACL with total tackles and tackles for loss.
I mean, it could be a good possibility. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen anybody with 14. Maybe I have, and I just haven't paid attention. But yeah, I think that's the most I remember seeing is 14. But obviously, we'll have the guru, the master of all things, Dave Axis will double check those stats for us. But looking at the Akron defense, I mean, look at that. I mean, this is just look at David Campbell here. 2 tackles, had 2 interceptions. One of those being the pick 6 that opened the game up there a little bit. And just, I mean, like I said, balance all the way around. Pepper, what is your reaction to this game?
Well, I was kind of disappointed at it. I was kind of looking forward to seeing a shootout, good tight game like the first game was, Memphis and Central Michigan. But this was kind of ugly.
I'll tell you what happened. And here's the thing. I mean, I was really looking forward to calling this game because it was 2 top 5 teams. Found out that Big Woody Hayes is going to be the color commentator. He ends up getting sick. I wonder if he caught something from all those hookers that Greg Soto had, Dirty Sanchez and everybody else in there. And I think that's what happened. I think the bad juju of Big Woody Hayes not being able to do the color commentating, I think really fucked him over. Yeah, Big Woody Hayes might have give Big Woody to Kimmy Head. Who knows? So, but I mean, but like overall, I mean, this game has just been. It was just. It was a train wreck to watch. Akron just dominated the entire night. UCF tried to make some, things happen in the fourth quarter, fighting for pride, but it just was not near enough.
I bet Cincinnati probably beat UCF.
I mean, Cincinnati, I think, played better. They've played better the past couple weeks than that tragic accident. So I mean, that's just I don't even know. Yep, let's look at Sanchez here. Let's look at the passing stats here for UCF. Sorry to keep harping on this offensive output by the Knights, but 21 to 28. I mean, pretty accurate for the most part. That's about the only thing you can say. 190 yards, 2 TDs, 2 picks. Did throw, I believe, 2 interceptions. Yeah, 2 interceptions there. Dick and Sider five rushes for 33 yards. Really didn't do a whole lot. Dick and Sider was more effective in the passing game. 7 catches for 48 yards. Had 1 drop. Just Gabe Bathhouse 5 catches for 38 yards. I mean, just what can you say, right? Morris Kuntz 7 solo tackles tonight, and Herb Beaver smells. I think had the interception. Mark Matthews had an interception as well. Yeah, we gotta find that name. Where's Herb Beaver smells? Where is Herbie? There it is. Herb. Like when you look at that at first, you don't see it at all because I'm. But I mean, had 1 tackle. I thought Herb Beaver smells had the interception, right? I believe. Yeah, it should be. That was the other interception. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because there's the interception yards. Yeah, there's the interception. Herb Beaver smells. That might be the player of the game for UCF if they could find anybody. Just name alone is fantastic.
Well, Beaver Smells had to step up because loose stool sample and Max Pound didn't do anything except 1 tackle apiece.
Thank you, Gunny. I was actually getting ready to mention this. Loose Stool and Max Pound did absolutely nothing. So her Beaver Smells had to step up and really just, but I mean, regardless of what happened, I mean, it was just as bad as her Beaver Smells. I mean, it was just a stinky game overall for the Knights. And, leaking snatch, her Beaver Smells. There's so much beaver problems down there in Central Florida. Not surprising. Yeah, Kimmy Head's fucking her way to the top. Not surprising. That must have been who was on the other side of the glory hole for the athletic director, Greg Soto. Not 100% sure. I mean, it could have been her. It could have been Clint Torres on the other side. Who knows? But let's take a look at the first game stats here. UCF did have 18 first downs and did run the ball decently, and had better time of possession. But at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, I mean, just both sides of the ball, just, the pick sixes did not help for UCF, but Akron just, Gunny, once again, Akron just looking pretty damn good.
Yeah, each quarterback for UCF threw an interception that turned out to be a pick six. So that's a 14-point swing right there out of an 18-point game.
Yep, and let's look at who the AACL announces as the official players of the game. Brandon Davis, that's who. I mean, I'm saying Brandon. I don't know how what's his name Elliott did not get defensive player of the game here for Akron. That's a mystery. 2 tackles. I understand you get a pick six, but I mean 14 tackles. That's impressive, right? So, but I mean, that's my player of the game is Elliott, because of the defensive stand he was able to do. Brandon Davis offensively just carried this team 23-37, 277 yards, 3 TDs. Looking at the other side for the offense, Wayne Fat was the offensive player of the game for UCF. Mark Matthews should have been her Beaver Smells, but whatever. I guess only because maybe her Beaver Smells didn't get a tackle for loss. Maybe if her name was Blue Waffle instead of her Beaver Smells, maybe he would have got player of the game. Well, it's Herb, so yeah, he would have got player of the game. But let's get final thoughts here real quick before we head off to the next game here. Gunny, what's your final thoughts on this game?
Akron looks like they may be. Looks like they're gonna be a solid number one candidate for the weeks to come. I'm gonna be surprised if when they do get to play their in-state rivalry, Cincinnati, the number 24 team, to come up, number one against 24. Who knows what the point spread could be in that game?
Yeah, that'll be a really interesting game. When Akron be able to take on, I mean, that could be a good game against them. But then, getting the rest of the dumpster fire division as well. I believe they're in the dumpster fire division. If IU, not trying to be biased, if IU keeps playing the way they are, I mean, whenever Akron does face IU, that could be an interesting game as well. But let's get the final thought here, Pepper Rogers, on this game before we head off to the next one.
Well, Akron is probably going to be our number one team next week, and we'll see if that target of being number one. So far, like the past 3 weeks, number one teams have lost.
That's what I was
So
getting ready
whoever
to ask you
plays
guys.
Akron next week.
Yep, and maybe we can get that from the producer back here real quick of who Akron has next week. But let me ask you guys real quick here before we jump off to the next game. This will be a quick answer. How many weeks I would imagine that Akron's gonna be number one. How many weeks do they hold it? Gunny,
Well,
what's your
if it keeps
thought?
going like it's been, they won't hold it but 1 week. Ask Gunny. He didn't even hold it 5 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't hold it long at all. I think it really depends on who they play, but I mean, I think they might hold it a week or two. But I believe there's a lot of upsets in the AACL, so I don't think they're going to have it long. But it's going to be an exciting bowl season coming up.
Yeah, 100%. And next time when we see a graphic, Dave, you're gonna have to put her Beaver Smells as one of the players to watch. Who's Akron play week 6? Oh, here we go. Dynamite! Next week, if this holds up and IU can pull off a win tomorrow, it is going to be Akron taking on IU in a dumpster fire division matchup. That will be a really damn good matchup. I was looking forward to maybe playing Syracuse down the road, but Syracuse sucks balls just like Eagles does. So I'm pretty sure that, that's not going to be the game to watch. And maybe Akron versus IU, but we'll see. But her Beaver Smells, I love the name. It reminds me of my ex-wife because that's what it was like with her, was her Beaver Smell too. So let's talk a little bit about this game here, guys, right before we hand it off to Benji and the boys. Quick thoughts here real quick on SMU versus Air Force there, Gunny.
Air Force, I believe, scored 45 points, over 300 yards rushing. I'm looking for the Georgia Tech offensive unit to run the ball against the Mustangs.
And Pepper, what are you thinking about this game here?
Well, like you said, Air Force started off 0-3, and but last week they were very impressive. And SMU, they're 1-3, so this ought to be a pretty close game. But I'm looking forward to seeing if Air Force continue what they did last week.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this game too. I mean, SMU and Air Force, they both had kind of a rough start this season, but one player I'm looking at is Hans Gruber. I'm wondering if maybe his backup, which is his brother, Simon Peter Gruber, maybe, if he's on the Air Force squad, maybe he could jump in if there's any problems with Hans, because obviously, he falls off of shit, especially Nakatomi Plaza. But looking at the other side, Phil McCracken, this could be an interesting game here as well. But that's not our game. I do want to thank you guys for letting me in the booth tonight. Gunny, Pepper, good to hang out with you guys as always. Love to be able to call the game, especially be able to say Gabe Bathhouse and Harry Beavers or whatever the hell her Beaver Smells. But we are going to fire this away to Benji Matson and the boys. So, Benji, take it away, my man.
Good luck to the Hoosiers this week.
And peace out, everybody.
You guys can stick around. You guys don't have to go anywhere.
Listen to Benji, just keep it. Do you really want us in here after that?
I mean, it's going to be a party regardless. I mean,
that's a good point. I mean,
this is where the action is.
Wink supposed to be in here, or is it? I'm not being in here if Wink's in.
Oh, come on! This is monumental, actually.
That hurts. That hurts.
This is a great night. I get to sit close to Wink, snuggle up, and we get to
We're not-
share a moment. We got to see a
Snuggle
football
up.
game tonight.
You will not be anywhere close to Wink as much as Eagle is close to Wink.
Well, that's goes without saying.
Yeah.
So
Where the fuck is
you guys
Eagle?
can do what you want. You guys can do what you want.
coming
Great
from the
call.
hotel
Great call,
bed.
Booth.
All right, I am going to be the professional man and back out. So Benji, take it away, my man.
All right, everybody. Welcome. If you stuck it out this far, what's wrong with you? We've got the final game of the night up. We are ready. We've got Air Force. We've got SMU with me in the booth tonight. First of all, I'd be amiss if I didn't say my name is Benji Madsen. To my right and my left, he's on both sides of me at the same time, Mr. Winkler.
That's because
Wink, how you doing?
I'm coming in for a hug.
Right. You're like, you're engulfing me in a hug right now.
I actually drove. I had a 6-hour drive to Baltimore today. Took a nap just so that I could be here in the booth with you tonight.
That's a great story. That's a great story. I appreciate that. I'm excited to call this game with you tonight. Joining us as
That's a beautiful
well
story. Take your top off.
joining us as well. You know him, you love him, Mr. Bob Funk. Bob,
Hey, how you doing tonight, Benji and Wink?
How's it going, workers' comp?
Yeah, did you fall through a floor today, Bob, at work?
Yeah, I did fall through a floor at work today.
Man, are you okay? I guess we should follow that. We should follow that one up. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Little cut and bruise. I'll be all right.
All right.
That's a relative question.
Well, obviously it shows pure dedication that you're joining us from the hospital. It just goes without saying, Bob Funk, you are a gem, and you are one of the things that's right with the AACL, and we know there's not much else. Okay. We've got a beautiful evening, 73 degrees, partly cloudy in Dallas. We have got the number 17 team in the nation coming to life now. These Air Force Fighting Falcons, led by head coach Earl Craven, athletic director Brian Craven, bringing this option attack to Dallas. They won their first game of the week last week in convincing fashion over Washington State, a 45-24 victory, where this rushing attack finally came to life. Their defense was stifling, and they feel they may have put things together here halfway through the season, and they're ready to go on a roll, guys, gentlemen. And then, of course, now at Dallas, Art Vandelay, the athletic director, is waiting for this game, hungry. 0-2 in the I-35 division. They want to put another notch on the victory column here. Head coach Pina Slaughter is anxious to get back on the field with this crew. Gentlemen, first impressions, Air Force coming to life, playing strong on the road against SMU. Your thoughts, Wink? What do you expect to see tonight?
Both coaches are hungry in this one. I personally am very shocked to see them both at 1-3. Are 0-2 in the division. He really is looking forward to getting a win, especially at home. I don't think I've seen this one back offense in action, and I personally am excited to see what it's got.
We already talked a little bit, Bob, about Air Force. Came to life last week in this trouncing of Washington State, but SMU, Art Vandelay, limping in at 1-3 after receiving a fairly hearty Campbell Soup Hearty beatdown at the hands of the Kansas Jayhawks last week. Bob, how does SMU rebound after such a tough loss in Lawrence?
SMU just needs to get Coco's a Puss involved in the offense, and Phil McCrack needs to be throwing the ball deep to him.
That is crack insight, Bob. I cannot agree with you more. Players to watch in this game tonight on offense for Air Force. Kyle Peterson leading this option attack. Hans Gruber in the backfield on defense. Pussy Galore at defensive end. And Beef Wellington on the other side of the line there. And for SMU, the home team, these Mustangs, Phil McCracken, Coco Sapus, as Bob Funk just mentioned, players to watch there on offense and on defense. Linebacker Frank Drebin and safety Colonel Sanders patrolling that secondary I believe they're going to be looking to come up and run support all day long. We'll see, though. We're going to play it out on the field because that's what you do in the game of football. We can talk about it all we want, but we got to see it play out on the field, gentlemen. So if anyone has any objections, I think we should get this thing started.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Football after last game.
Yeah, let's do it. I think this is going to be a good game, though. I think you're right. Both coaches hungry here. SMU running out in their brilliant Reds here at home. That guy, losing his balance, falling over. Just the celebration at midfield. Hopefully, it's not a sign of a lack of athleticism there on the part of SMU. They need to get their celebration right. Anyway, look at this beautiful sight. Again, 73, partly cloudy in Dallas. That is a beautiful SMU Mustang Stadium here. We're going to go down to the field for the coin toss, which is the traditional part of the pregame festivities where everyone gathers at midfield and a form of currency is tossed into the air, and gentlemen fight for it, and whoever wrestles it from the other wins the honor of choosing whether to receive the ball or not. I think, yep, that's how it happens. And then the camera didn't catch that. It kind of skipped over that for us. Talked to the producer in the truck on that one. But anyway, it looks like Air Force is going to be on the hook here first. We'll see the kickoff strong. Return at the 40-yard line. Wink and Bob, here we go.
It's a good field position starting for Air Force, too.
Absolutely. Look at this right off the bat. First down, a 15-yard run. That's about as perfectly executed play as you can have there on first down. The option attack in fine form.
Really using that option good. These first two plays.
And for those of you at home, the option is where one guy with the ball can keep the ball. All right, here we go. 2nd and 4. Drop back to pass here. Air Force, that's something they don't do all the time, but they have been known to put the ball in motion through the air. That's called a forward pass, and they completed it. 3rd and 2.
Does the stat truck know if Air Force's quarterback has been injured this season running the option?
Oh, he gets hurt every game.
Oh, well then, resounding yes. So I guess it's going to come down to will he stay healthy?
It's only a matter of time. Looks like we've got our first injury of the game. We're looking out for the quarterback there, who has a history of minor injuries in gameplay, but the first injury of the day belongs to the running back. Just like that, incomplete pass on first down. 2nd and 10, inside the red zone though. Air Force is good drive here. Let's see what they decide to do. Man in motion to the right, fake to the middle, and a pass
just over his head.
Falls incomplete. So that's about the big 3rd and 10. And here we go, 3rd and 10 for Air Force. Big down, line up in the pistol, 3 wide. So they're going to go to the air here, try and pick up this first down across the middle, and throws it to his grandma in the stands. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. This is the final game of the night. In chat, we've got Access Sports. Thank you so much for hosting us tonight. Biff Markham, Bob Funk is both in the audience and in the booth at the same time. Chris Lee, Commander Root, Chad Roland, we heard him on the call earlier. Dave Axis, Doug Britton, Geralt Winkler, also in the booth and the audience at the same time. Goals and several other lovely persons. Ladybug, Packer Fred,
Eddie McGuire.
Have this World Football Alliance.
Have this too.
Have this too.
Twice.
Thank you, everyone, for spending your Wednesday evening with us. Oh my goodness, we've got the word up here in the booth. We're going to ignore the fact that SMU has received the ball and they're running up the field. We've just got news in the booth that the Air Force starting halfback out for the game with an abdominal tear. So it's a big injury here early for the Air Force Falcons. Back to SMU Mustangs. Here's the give. And already at midfield.
They're going quick.
They do not mess around. The SMU, they want to get started early tonight, and they are focusing on this run game. And look, is it just me, gentlemen? Does SMU look giant? There are giants down there. There's some big. Maybe it's just the red. Maybe it's the color red. I don't know what you guys see, but it looks like a bunch of big boys pushing around some smaller boys.
I'll tell you what this looks like.
Beefy.
This looks like a stampede right now going down this field.
Of cattle?
Of wild Mustangs. And then, of course, they try and throw the ball on first down. When they've gotten a first down almost every time they bring the ball, they just decide, hey, let's throw it to the stands.
In chat, we've got a request from the one and only Gunny McGuire. Opinions on uniforms tonight. I mean, we've already touched on the color choice for these Mustangs. The red isn't so slimming, perhaps, but nonetheless a brilliant shade of red. And for Air Force, those classic road white.
SMU has another option for uniforms.
Red and white are the tried and true color options for the SMU Mustangs. Just like that, third down, they cannot pick up the first down. Cautious Clay, 4 rushes for 46 yards, but cannot pick up the third down conversion there. 4th and inches, SMU. It's got to settle for the field goal.
You see SMU be a little more. They're pounding it down the throat of Air Force, and it's a 4th and inches. You got them backed up if you turn it over, and you just gotta go in and you gotta want it. You gotta want the win.
Yeah, you're at home after that loss last week. You got that chance. Got Air Force on the ropes. Good return here by Hans Gruber. 35 yards on that return.
Air Force can do with their back.
Yeah, that's going to be a reminder to the crowd. Air Force now without their starting halfback, out with an abdominal tear. So they've got their backup in place. We'll see how that goes. Here on first down, Air Force is going to choose to go to the air. Off to the left-hand side, Walton Goggins, 4-yard reception, so it's the 2nd and 6. Are we going to see a situation where Air Force is going to be tentative on the run? Here we would give it to the fullback, Roy Elliott, for his first carry of the day, 3rd and 4. They're up at the pistol. Typically maybe a passing formation for Air Force, and sure enough, they're going to forward pass it successfully for the first down. Dick Xenormous with the 12-yard reception.
Dick Xenormous with an enormous first down. Do I sound better or worse? I'm subject to the hotel internet right now, so apologize.
Wink, you sound fantastic. I think it's maybe just an issue where your initial attack on the mic takes a second for the mic to pick that up and let it come through. But
gotcha. So I got to give it a little. Got to warm it up.
So maybe we need lead with like a Mustang call there, and then provide your commentary.
They didn't warm her up too much tonight.
I wish everyone at home could hear the producer in our ear, just dirty jokes all night long. Makes it hard to do our job
That's what makes this booth
sometimes.
so great, is all the dirty jokes that
Raylan
nobody else gets to hear.
Slappy Termini on the defensive play there.
SMU really needs
game
to
here.
put it up.
Here's a
really
strong
fake.
quarterback keeper. Great play by Air Force. Ba-boom. They are in the end
I'll
zone.
tell you what, did it look like that quarterback was on skates for a second? He looked like he was slipping and sliding all over the place. Then he just finally gets his feet under him and takes it forward.
Yeah, and then he takes a nice little late hit there.
Did you
It's
see
just
that
a reminder
replay?
that SMU's still there.
Every single Mustang running after that Air Force quarterback did it in a single file line. Someone should really tell radio down to Penis Slaughter. Let him know that is not, those aren't good angles for the defense to take. Military alignment, perhaps? Okay, well, that's a little free advice from the booth for the coach down there on the field. Air Force,
Air Force also got every lineman to bite on that option fake.
Yeah. The whole world thought the quarterback was going to give that ball. Instead, he decided to hang on to it. Incomplete pass there by Phil McCracken.
Phil McCracken needs to fill the hands of this running back and just let him go.
Absolutely. Out of the pistol here, and here's that give. Great move. Oh, no, oh my goodness. Cautious Clay knocking people around. A 10-yard rush. He's been very explosive early in the game today. SMU is having good success with this running game, and they are going right up the middle.
Yes, they are following that. Leave that huge left guard of theirs. Or would it be
Massive
the left
Mustang on the left-hand side.
Massive Mustang, right there at the top of your screen.
4 wide by SMU, and that is almost intercepted. Almost
Nice
intercepted.
throws from Phil McCracken.
Early look at the
Air
yardage
Force defender's
totals.
got to come down with that one, though. That was right in his hands.
And he has 2 of them. He has 2 hands. You should try and use both of them.
Yeah, I heard from the sideline. Nice hands, feet.
We're at midfield here, approaching the end of the first quarter. Got a 3rd and 2 by the Mustangs. Here's that give up the middle. Great success. Here we go. Great success.
Great success. Oh, man, the Mustangs last time, they got down the field, with their halfback, and then they just decided to shit the bed. Are they going to do that again this time?
Well, they probably shouldn't. That's some other free advice. Can you radio that down? Not that we are remaining neutral here, but I think if Bob, can you call down and tell Penis Slaughter to just turn around and give the ball to Cautious Clay?
Just as we are body positive, we are football positive. So we just want a good game. That's all.
And we've got a good game here. Not like that last game.
Akron had too many mistakes.
We've got a good game here in Dallas. SMU threatening to tie this one up. And that's going to bring us to the end of an action-packed first quarter. I'm Benji Matson here with Wink and Funk in the booth. We're your disco DJs tonight for this Air Force SMU Falcon game. Early Air Force lead 10-3, but SMU is driving. They are on the inside.
Clay get tackled on the first hit yet.
No, I agree.
He seems to break a tackle every time.
He is a big boy and makes good things happen. Looks like this is Brandon Hill, the backup in. Cautious Clay maybe needs a breather, although he had an entire media time out there during the quarter break. He needs to suck it up perhaps a little bit and get on the field because his backup is stealing all the glory. Brandon Hill in for the short carry, and SMU is going to tie this thing up. No pressure on the place kicker, but we're just going to just assume that he's going to be able to put this one through the uprights. Bob, I'm going to pitch this one to you. What do you think so far? 10-10 tie.
I think both teams' offenses are going the way they want right now.
I don't disagree.
It seems like you got a stalemate. Both teams doing what they want to do on offense, not really so much on defense. You haven't seen any turnovers yet. First one is probably going to be key. Haven't seen anybody try to take the top off the defense yet either. They're just very content with the handoffs and running 10, 12 plays a drive.
And perhaps that's why sometimes throwing the ball can get you in trouble. And Air Force was lucky to escape with just an incomplete pass.
I'm under a different philosophy. Running the ball can get you in trouble. That's why Akron never does.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's a good keeper by the quarterback.
Very smart
8
slide.
yards on the carry.
Sloppy slide, but it was a smart slide.
And he's back up quickly. Now we've got 3 wide. Oh, looks like he's going to try and pitch. There we go. There's the pitch play, but Walton Goggins, 1 yard loss. On that 3rd down, that was maybe just an...
It was good of him to shrug off that first tackle, but it's
held on there.
I do agree with Bob on that one. I think the quarterback had the lane on the second tackler.
Yeah, good play by SMU defense there to disrupt that play in the backfield and stop that Air Force drive. And they've got the ball back. Short return by Kokosapus, 9 yards on that return, to be exact. Sets up the Mustangs now on about 31-yard line. And we've all agreed, boys, we've seen them. They are having success with Cautious Clay up the middle. Do they run it again? They do, however. Air Force is all over it and smother it.
Running it
out. Oh, look at that.
His own lineman.
Yeah. Running out of that's what happens when you run the ball out of shotgun.
Someone should take that Mustang out in the back 40 and put him down for that one. Yep.
Yeah, he's going to the glue factory.
I mean, Cautious Clay is the player of the game so far for SMU. They just
Almost
need everyone else on this.
30 seconds to go.
Yeah, they need everyone on this team. Every Mustang needs to get out of the way of Cautious Clay. Just everyone, just get out of the way. Just let him do it. Just give him the ball, get out of his way, and he can take you to the promised land. Except for this drive, maybe next one. Starting next drive, right?
Can't take you to the promised land on 3rd and 9.
Yeah,
no.
He's averaging 9.5 yards a carry so far for the games. So
it's only a matter of time. It feels like to me only a matter of time before he's gonna break a big run like that, put some extra pressure on the Falcons. But the Falcons do hold strong there
for each team. These teams are kind of matching each other tit for tat.
Now here's a good play by the quarterback to get rid of this ball quickly and get it in the hands of the running back, and he is gone, flying high. Hans Gruber down on the right-hand side of the field.
That was a great pitch.
He went down that sideline faster than he fell off that building.
Yeah, we're getting breaking news in the booth. We're a little dense, and we told everyone at home that it was the starting running back for Air Force that is out of this game with the missing abdomen. But no, it is one of the backups for Air Force. Hans Gruber is the excellent starting halfback, and we see why. Able to take that pitch around the corner for 6, just like that. Air Force is up 17-10.
That was a great block by, I believe it was the tight end to really spring that play free. And SMU's trying to answer the kickoff return of 50.
Kokosapus got loose there.
This is great. Look at that Diablo, 19 yards. We need someone remind me who Diablo is. Wide receiver 1. Thank you. That is what we are not the AACL's number 1 broadcast team.
I don't even think we're number 2. We're up there. We're up there.
We're the number 5.
Oh boy. Yeah. Anyway, those are some great numbers on that stat. I apologize for you, everyone at home. We did not do a great job of explaining that to you. Cautious Clay, we just need to stop talking and watch this man work here. 13 rushes, 113 yards. Wow.
This is why Diablo doesn't have any yards. I mean, that Clay is averaging almost a first down a carry.
Oh my goodness.
He turns it up the field, hurdles 2 people as he gets hit, and goes for the first down.
That's the greatest 4-yard run I've ever seen.
If that's not hard, I don't know what is.
SMU's lucky to get rid of the ball there. Phil McCracken gets rid of that. That would have been a disastrous sack there.
Phil McCracken might need to go back to high school to learn how to throw.
Well, Phil McCracken could be the MVP of this game if he just turns around and hands the ball off to Cautious Clay, which he does here. Smart play. Does set up a 3rd and 7, though. 2 minutes to go. Will SMU try and go to the air here, or are they going to turn around and hope that they can get 7 yards with Cautious Clay on 3rd down? There's our answer. Throws it short.
Throws it underneath. You know, I'm waiting for SMU to have that play fake and then try and take the top off the defense with Diablo. Ooh, they're lining up to go for it.
Go for it, SMU. Do it. That's what I say. Let's see what they do. Phil McCracken is under center. He pats his bumper, which means something in Mustang. And we'll see what happens. He's really sitting on this one. 16 seconds. Count it. Count down with us, everyone at home.
Generally,
We're just
with Mustangs, when you pat the bumper, it means giddy up.
Yeehaw. There when he snaps the ball. 4th and 4. We're going for it. Here's the pass. And, oh, my goodness.
He had him open, too.
On the replay, Phil McCracken is just, he delivers it to a spot on the field. And it was close to other people on the field.
He threw that between two receivers like he make up his mind.
Good break for Air Force there.
Absolutely. That SMU was really driving there. Threatening to tie this one up heading into halftime. Air Force has got one final shot here. 2 timeouts.
SMU also gets the ball out coming out of half, too. So having back-to-back opportunities for points there would have been huge.
Absolutely. Air Force going to throw the ball here, perhaps. Got 2 wide. Man in motion. They're going short here, and here we go. Giddy up! Get on your horse! Here we go. That is what they call a pick 6 by Wheatbush.
Wheatbush. Not to be confused with whole grain bush.
No. Wheat Bush on the replay. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful camera work.
And then shrugs off the late hit. What a man.
Now that's a fantastic play for SMU as this first half comes to a close. They couldn't convert on offense to keep that drive going, and Air Force hasn't had much success throwing the ball either. Commit that turnover there, ill-advisable at that moment, and SMU ties it up.
This just in from athletic director Art Vandelay. It is Wheatbush. Not Wheatbush.
We
eat bush.
We eat bush. Got it.
He eats touchdowns right now.
Oof. Air Force. Here we go. A positive play.
I'll tell you, the quarterback's not coming out shy. Very short memory and coming out slinging.
Probably due to a concussion, but it's helping him here in this moment. Tucks and runs there. Raylan Gibbons, 2-yard rush there. 6 rushes so far for 61 yards. And they got something going here. They have 1 timeout left. They're almost in field goal range, so Air Force could put some additional points here on the board. And
instead, they're going to have a full start. Air Force shoot themselves in the foot. That almost backs them out of field goal range. The kickers in this league don't have that great of legs. So.
Well, yeah, they're not very good. They're still growing into their bodies here in the ACL. And here we go. Good run by Raylan Gibbons. They're saving that time
71
out.
yards, still averaging 10 yards a carry.
They got time to make something happen here. And they're going to save some clock, throw it away. 8 seconds left. Do you run a play or do you trot out the field goal kicker?
So you got a timeout still in your pocket. You take a shot at the end zone.
Look out for Wheatbush there on the outside. You don't want to throw this ball to him. And the quarterback decides to keep it.
If he goes down, not even if he goes down, you call a timeout and you kick the field goal. Instead, he goes through the guy and almost ensures that the clock runs out.
That was a bad decision by the quarterback there. You either got to step out of bounds or go down like Link said.
Low IQ plays from both teams so far.
Well, and again, that could be where his likely history of concussions really
coming into play.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage for him. But you got to give him credit for fighting out there. You know, as it stands, this is anyone's ball game tonight, and this is a good one so far. Final game of the night. Air Force Falcons on the road at SMU.
High
And they're
ball
playing
game.
a game. Yeah, some good defense there by SMU. Both teams are having it's hard. They're just having a tough time in the passing game. Here we see 60 passing yards for Air Force, only 44 for SMU. But these teams are having great success rushing, all 190 yards for Air Force, 128 for SMU. It feels like it'd be more than that for SMU. Cautious Clay's having a really great game for SMU. Time of possession fairly even, and that single Air Force turnover there at the end of the first half allowed SMU to even this game up. And again, halftime, but it's anyone's ball game. Air Force on the road after coming to life last week. You got to think Coach Pina Slaughter right now in the locker room really getting his players excited, getting them pumped up for the second half. They are playing well against a team that starting to come to life. So I think the momentum, I don't know, Wink, Bob, what you think about it, but I feel like the momentum right now is entirely with the Mustangs.
I totally agree. Especially with them getting the ball in the second half. Look to get it in Clay's hands and milk some of this clock in the third quarter. Maybe bring it down to a minute in the third and try and get yourself a touchdown.
Can they do it? We'll see what how they begin this drive. First down, they're going to drop back to pass. He goes deep. He's got a man wide open, and they have connected. This is 6 points, ladies and gentlemen. It's called a touchdown.
I asked for that in the first half. They didn't give it to me. They come out with the first play of the second half with it. Oh, God, that just...
Saban Diabo finally shows up.
Finally. That's a great play call there by Penis Slaughter, who is known for coaching. He's known for coaching. He is a coach. And sometimes he dials up plays. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But that's a beautiful play call by Penis Slaughter. They go up top for 6. And just like that, we already talked about momentum. SMU, I believe, have they scored the last 17 points?
I believe so. I know it's at least the last 14. I'm pretty sure it's the last 17, though.
14 unanswered. So what can Air Force do here? Dix Enormous is doing everything he can with his enormous play.
One reception, 19 yards in the first half. One reception, 76 in the second. He is very consistent. He gets one reception a half. He really made it pay off that team.
And here we go back to Air Force on the ground on first down, 2nd and 8. After coming to life, we mentioned last week, 383 rushing yards in the game last week for Air Force, and they are having a difficult time on both sides of the ball.
They have so many people that run the ball.
It feels like an army, an Air Force of people that to run that ball.
That's got to be a holding, right?
Personal foul.
Oh, personal foul.
Clipping. Offense.
Clipping.
Still third down.
Erase the run. That
When I
Air
was
Force
younger,
Eagle, not very happy.
Yeah, that's not good. I don't know what it's called when we know that we've already seen one SMU lineman go to the glue factory in the first half. I don't know what it's called when you retire a Air Force Falcon.
Oh, SMU is going to go back and regret not taking that one. That really could have been almost the nail in the coffin with how these two teams are grinding out, and they let it fall to the turf.
Okay, this is going to be an important possession for the Air Force defense as they come back on the field here. SMU with the return, able to get close to the 50-yard line. Kokosapus active in the return game for SMU. And they are at midfield. We are about halfway through the third quarter. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have got a number of people in chat. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. Art Vandalay, B.E. Robo, Biff Markham, Bob Funk, Chris Lee, Commander Rude, Crazy Canuck, Dave Axis, The David Leathers, Doug Britton, Gerald Winkler, Goals Official, Gunny McGuire, Have This, 2, Ladybug, 3, Packer Fred, 38053.
Like
Tina,
X3. I like to think that's XOs, right? So was that 3 hugs? Ladybug 3 hugs?
Ladybug times 3. And
So would
World
that be
Football Alliance.
when does a ladybug times 3 turn into a swarm? Is it 3 ladybugs? Is it 4 ladybugs?
You gotta have at least like 10, right?
10? At least 10 ladybugs for a swarm?
Yeah.
Beckby.
What is the term? Bonus points for those of you at home. What's the term for a flock of ladybugs? Like a murder of crows? What's a flock of ladybugs?
Good question.
A swarm.
Oh my god, I know what it is.
Great answer, Biff.
A
Biff
group
Marco,
of
man.
ladybugs is called a loveliness.
Are you making this up right now, Wink?
I swear to you, Google it.
All right. That is cutting news, research, whatever you want to call it, by this crack broadcast team tonight. I am Benji Matz. We've got the one known as Wink and the other known as Funk in the booth with me tonight. Enjoying a great game here tonight. SMU has a chance to go up 2 scores. They've got the ball. They're driving.
I'll tell you what, Air
Force's
Force's run defense has really stepped up the second half. It cost them a touchdown in the air, but they're really settling on the run right now.
Brandon Hill in the backfield right now. Of course, Cautious Clay's having a great game tonight. Ooh, Brandon Hill looks like he broke his back there. But yet, miraculously, he's up off the turf, standing on his own power, and he's going to run this ball again. Back from the dead, and he goes nowhere.
He got 3 handoffs for 1 yard. That stint.
Cautious Clay on the sidelines. Brandon Hill spelling him, and SMU cannot take advantage of the field position and punch this one in for 6. They've got to kick the field goal. So Air Force still playing time.
Key.
Yep, not out of it yet. Air Force, number 17 team in the country on the road tonight. They are not out of this one yet, although they have not played their A game yet that we've seen. Hans Gruber on the 27-yard return. They're going to need him here as this third quarter winds down and in the fourth quarter to make a big play in this running game. 1st and 10 for Air Force. Here's the give up the middle to the fullback, Roy Elliott, for 4 yards. And they're going to go up tempo. And they're going to go right back to Roy Elliott for a 5-yard carry here.
It almost seemed like if he didn't try and dive for that, he would have gotten that first out. The lunge kind of, but it doesn't matter.
There
Great
we
pitch.
go. That's a good option play there.
SMU laid out 2 players so that Air Force can get that first down.
SMU are landing some big hits in this game.
Absolutely. 1st and 10, another option play. Here we go, and the quarterback keeps it. Hans Gruber gets the pitch, and they credit him with an 8-yard rush. That's just really unfair.
Have we ever seen a defensive player take the pitch midair?
I don't think we have yet.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
You know what? Write that one down tonight, folks. That I can't wait to see that happen in the AACL.
CL bingo. Put it on the list.
2nd and 9 by Air Force. Kind of going in the wrong direction there on that first running play there. Going right up the middle. Is this an offensive lineman running the ball? Is that number 71?
What it looked like.
Yeah.
Nate Jackson is a big boy. Could he be the backup fullback?
I guess.
Which would
Maybe
probably be like
so.
the 2nd string lineman.
He
I mean,
is
look
the
at
biggest person on the field right there. There we go. That's 6
He's
points.
getting in.
That's all heart right there by Chris Howell.
I think that we have seen 7 different people run the ball for Air Force today.
It absolutely feels that way. It's next man up here for Air Force. We know they sustained an injury early in the game today to the backfield, and they've possibly been just looking for bodies to fill the spaces. This is an option attack that goes back to the olden days, back before Dave Axis was born, the esteemed commissioner of the AACL. Back in the old
3/4
days.
down. Get your 69s up in the check. We're bringing this to the 4th.
We have got a good game here, ladies and gentlemen. The final game of the evening, Air Force on the road in Dallas. It's a beautiful night for football. This has been a great game so far. Lots of action, although both teams not having a lot of success through the air. It has been the ground game where both teams have been able to scratch and claw their way to points. And right now it's a 27-24 game. SMU with the lead and the ball. 1st and 10. They're lining up 3 wide. They're going to throw the ball. That could have been a disaster
lucky to get that
for
one
Phil
off.
McCracken. Yeah, absolutely, Bob. We've talked the first half belonged to Cautious Clay. Now we see he is out there. Why are they not handing this ball off to Cautious Clay with the game in the balance in the 4th quarter?
Balance and the lead. I don't understand what passing does in this. Unless it's a play fake, they should not be throwing the ball anywhere.
Bill McCracken could be just trying to fill his stat sheet. Here we go. This is a big play by the SMU Mustangs. They are deep now into Air Force territory. Patrick Abrams, 1 reception, his first one, only one of the game, goes for about 46 yards. That was a big play for Phil McCracken.
They have over 100 yards passing in 2 plays. Those stats look so deceiving.
Yeah, that's a big time play though, and they are making plays when they have to, right? Just a 3-point lead. They really need to put some more points on the board here to make sure they stay out in front of Air Force. Cautious Clay, another 7-yard rush here. See, now 3rd and 2. If I were Penis Slaughter, he's probably screaming at Phil McCracken. He's saying, McCracken, you hand this ball off right now. See, we see Phil McCracken looking at the sideline, and he's ignoring Penis Slaughter.
Changing the play, but drops a dime to Adam Woods to extend the drive.
Yeah, Phil McCracken is lucky.
He's got to stay in bounds there to keep this clock running.
College rules. It stopped because it was first down.
Yeah, it stops after the first down, but it still starts when they get back to the line.
Yeah. But he kind of hiked it as soon as they were set. I think like a second ran off the clock. Ooh, getting Dave Axis.
While you guys were arguing, Bob and Wink, I believe Cautious Clay is injured. I think he's out of the game.
Yeah, I think I saw that too.
4 wide inside the 10-yard line. Phil McCracken's got to be careful here on 3rd and 8. You do not want to throw an interception. Now they're going to let this clock bleed for a little bit. They realize time is their best friend at this point in the game. If they can
and the hill run
lead this
downhill.
clock, that's what I would do. Hand this ball to Brandon Hill and see if he can run downhill, Wink.
Oh, what a terrible pass. What is going on? What is
minus 5 yards?
Minus 5 yards. Ooh, that was ugly. That was...
You know what?
Better off just dropping that.
That would have been Brandon Hill there.
Not
could have saved the
necessarily
game.
If he drops it, you don't get to bleed the
Expansions
clock.
will return soon for Cautious Clay.
So SMU gets to take some time off the clock. They get to go up 6, which I almost would want them to go for. Was that offsides?
It's going to be another false. No, it's false start.
They can't afford to tack 3 more yards onto this field goal attempt here. 4th and 18, SMU. This is going to be about a 35-yard attempt.
A penalty stopped the clock on them when they were running it down.
40-yard attempt. It's 40.
Well,
either way, it goes
that's
through.
math. That's math, Wink, and that's just real hard right now. So we'll just say that it was a field goal of an unknown distance.
Field goal of unknown origin, and it goes through the uprights to give SMU a 6-point lead with 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go in this ball game.
Great
That is
return
not a
by
safe lead.
Nick's Enormous. They are at the 31-yard line. Air Force lining up in their traditional option look. Here's the keeper. Makes the pitch at the last minute. Walter Goggins, 11-yard rush here, but do they have enough clock to run this option down the field here?
I was just going to ask the same question. When you're attacking on the run and you're keeping the clock going, how much does that really help them?
Yeah,
that's just where it can start to. We've got another injury on the field, ladies and gentlemen.
I believe that was their blocking tight end.
What is Air Force going to do now? They are going to have to put this ball in the arms of their quarterback to win this game, I believe. With a minute 48 to go, it's now 3rd and 11. Hans Gruber is injured but will return.
Strained forearm.
Drained forearm.
Oh, what a terrible pass.
I mean, he's 6 for 16 for 60 yards. Can you really depend on his arm right now?
Well, unfortunately for Air Force, that's what they're going to have to do on 4th and 11. Drop back to pass. Good pocket. Is going down the middle of the field. Wide open.
Oh, you got to be sick if you are Art Vandelay to give up that play right there.
But did Air Force leave them too much time? They got a minute 38 to go back down and answer this.
You only need a field goal. You only need a field goal.
Wow. Is that a case of the SMU defense not thinking that Air Force is going to be able to do anything on a 4th and 11? They were playing short, perhaps. They didn't think Air Force had the Falcons to go deep on that.
If you're SMU, I just letting somebody behind you on a 4th and 14. It's unexcusable defense.
I think there's someone else headed to the glue factory. We'll see what happens here. SMU does have all 3 timeouts. Kokosapus on the return. That's who they need. Look at those stats right there. 3 targets for Saban Diablo. 95 yards and a touchdown.
I'm going to say you're going to see that play action with the Diablo streak right here. See if they bite.
First down. Wink's calling it, ladies and gentlemen. And
didn't happen.
They didn't listen to him. Oh. Where's he going with this one? Whew.
It's a dangerous pass. Back across your body, across the field.
Good arm strength on him to get that out of play. Now they're just in streaks. What a complete change of identity for SMU.
Run, Mustangs, run.
You guys got the time. You got the 3 timeouts. What are we doing? We're not playing SMU football.
And with 5 wide receivers, they don't have Cautious Clay here for a big 3rd and 2. Phil McCracken does something real dramatic there, but is able to complete the pass.
He says, "I'm gonna run." Oh, just get in.
Patrick Gables with the reception there keeps the SMU hopes alive. They've got a first down. They're on the 40-yard line. Clock's running. We're at a minute mark here in the 4th quarter. They need to get into field goal range.
He overshoots his target in the center of the field. That was an easy pitch and catch for at least 15.
Clock does stop. That's the only benefit there to that play. They've got 2nd and 10 now on their side of the field. Phil McCracken, great. There we go. That's 11 yards to Kokosapus. Able to dance out of the field of play there to stop the clock and preserve those timeouts. Fantastic play. They are now across midfield, all 3 timeouts. Clock is not yet an option. SMU may be in business here. They got Cautious Clay back on the field. Are they going to run this ball?
They just proved that they can hit it from 30.
Oh, boy.
They got 15 yards to go. Maybe the broadcast can put the field goal marker up on the screen.
Silver Surfer with the reception. I would hand this ball off to Cautious Clay. They are
Wasting a lot of
melting
time
this
here.
clock. I don't think this is the right decision.
It's almost like they think they can get the field goal from here.
They are overconfident right now. Phil McCracken. I don't.
What is he
This is,
doing?
I'm sweating now.
Art
What are
Vandalay
they
on the
doing?
sideline is probably shitting his pants right now.
I don't believe we're watching this. And then, oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I can't. I don't know what's going on.
Now everything's changed. There's 11 seconds left in the game. They haven't used one timeout yet. They don't have enough time. They've got to strike now. He's going all the way.
Enzo, you just need a field goal. There's a
Oh my goodness.
Pass interference.
Oh
No.
my! That's interference
Oh.
with the defense.
Wow.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wow.
word.
Automatic
Peanut
first
Slaughter, did you accept the penalty? That's what you should do. All right.
Craven out here
Coach
living.
Craven on the field. Here we
Oh,
go.
and they're in field
For the
goal.
win.
Oh,
For the win. 46-yard
6
field goal.
yards.
He
Yeah.
got it.
They got
Good.
it.
1 second on the clock. What a turn of events!
What a finish.
All I gotta say, SMU, Art is looking at us and saying, hashtag planned it, bitches. All they gotta do is not give up a kickoff return.
I think this is Dixie Enormous. How
That's
enormous? Oh, nope. Hans
Wow.
Gruber on the return.
Wow.
Oh
What
my.
a finish to that game.
That
The AACL, ladies and gentlemen.
it delivers every single night. I don't really know how to wrap this one up here. I'm still
The
processing.
field goal
what
kicker was
just
player of
happened
the
on field.
game.
He was 4 for 4 with a long of 46 and a game winner. Oh man.
You know, Phil McCracken, we thought he was crazy for holding on to that ball. I don't know. They knew something could happen. Throw it deep and maybe something would happen. In this case, something good did happen for SMU. Pass interference call on the Falcons puts the ball in field goal range, and at the gun, SMU kicks a three-pointer for the victory. This is a big win for SMU.
There was so many up and downs in this last minute. I'm left flabbergasted.
The
Coach
fourth
Craven's
down,
gotta
fourth
be,
and 11 by
livid.
fourth and the
Coach
fourth.
Craven's got to be livid after that pass
Yeah.
interference call.
I'm
I mean,
sure
he was in the ref's face. He was definitely livid.
I'm sure he's going to call the commissioner and want an audience with him and talk about how he's got to, control these refs. They're ruining the game. I think sure commissioner can look forward to that phone call after this week. But you guys nailed it. This game was a wild back and forth game. As we look at some of the stats.
I'll tell you what, for as run heavy as this game was, a 33-31 scoreline just baffles me.
Yeah.
SMU with the advantage in passing yards, 215 to 118.
27 first downs between the two teams.
This is impressive total, yards there. We just watched a game with over 1,000 total yards. It didn't feel like it at all.
No, it did not.
Look at that difference in time of possession.
SMU dominate with 12. That's clock management is Phil McCracken's specialty, as he proved at the end of that game.
Look at his quarterback rating. Would you have guessed now, as we watch this game unfold, that when we look at the stats, number one, that SMU would win, the way things were looking there for them. But that Phil McCracken would have a rating of 149.4.
Three passes constitute probably 90% of his passing yards. It's
Well,
insane.
and here's Cautious Clay. Only
144 yards.
Only 23 carries, only 144 yards. It felt like he was he could have easily had 30 carries tonight if they would have given him the rock in situations where we thought they should have, but he was really strong. Surprised he's not SMU's player of the game. Diablo.
Even Diablo with the
David
two
Diablo had
catches.
that huge play. We eat Bush with that defensive touchdown. That was a huge play at the time it happened in the game. I believe it there late in the first half, right? That allowed SMU to tie the game up heading into halftime, I believe.
Yeah, that was just before the half, about a minute and a half to go.
We eat Bush with the defensive touchdown to help keep SMU alive. Game 4-4, 100%, 46-yard long. I mean, 2 40-yarders.
40-yarders.
2 40-plus yarders.
I mean, that's a great performance by a collegiate kicker in the ACL. That's a dependable.
Yeah, just as we were talking shit about him, he says, "I'm going to take this game into my feet."
Yeah,
You have
7
a
for
107 rating, and when you go 7 for 17.
7 of 17 for 118 is not going to win you many games in that ACL.
And how many of those? How many of
There you go. 1,
those
2, 3,
yards?
4, 5, 6 different guys carried it. 7. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, Air Force is going to live in.
That was the right guard. Go down one. Go down one.
See Howell.
Go down 2. I'm sorry. Go down to Jackson. The right guard, Nate Jackson. He was the right guard that took that 11-yard run.
Nate Jackson, the offensive lineman, living out a dream.
Sorry,
in the
Miss
ACL.
Jackson. Ooh.
Boyd
Crowder
one the injury in the first half to Air Force,
which allowed the right guard to live out his fantasy, I believe.
Yeah. Well, we've obviously now end result crazy game. SMU finishes on top. Air Force,
probably the most controversial game of the night.
Probably.
A lot of drama at the end. Glad I'm not the commissioner of this league.
What do you think about what does this result mean for Air Force?
I mean,
now one and
they need to go back to the Carriers and come up with a game plan for next season.
Yeah, I've got their stats up. I got the stats up for both teams from last week, and Air Force scored 31 points in the second quarter on the way to a 45-24 win over Washington State. And I remember thinking, okay, the Air Force is figuring it out. They're going to be a dangerous team now because that option, when it's run right, it's dangerous. It's difficult to stop. And SMU
I feel like
really
both of these teams are built around getting and then just trying to grind out your opponent and keep it. And this game right here, there was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It didn't help either one of these teams get their mojo down.
Yeah, and look at that. SMU, no turnovers. So we got on Phil McCracken from time to time in this game tonight, but no turnovers. He had 4 interceptions last week on the road in Lawrence against the Jayhawks, and so to come back here 1 week later and not turn that ball over, that's got to be Coach Penis Slaughter has got to be happy about the quarterback play. Maybe a bit sporadic at times tonight, but great play from his leader there, Philip McCracken.
I love that Bush only has the interception. He doesn't have the turn. He doesn't have the touchdown that he scored. They didn't want to give that to him as a key stat.
Yeah.
Mm.
Next week, both these teams, they are in action facing other teams. You're going to have to give that to me again, producer. Air Force is at San Diego State next week, and SMU at home 2 weeks in a row against Iowa State. SMU is welcoming in those Cyclones. We see our players of the game here on the board. Brandon Jackson, the kicker for SMU, but an honorable mention to Phil McCracken. No interceptions, and then the excellent running by Cautious Clay. But Brandon Jackson gets the nod, the kicker, with the game winner. We eat Bush, and that defensive play in the first half could have been the kickstart that SMU really needed. They were behind at that point, and his interception return for a touchdown was really kind of the spot in the game where the momentum changed.
I mean, Brandon Jackson. I mean, he 15 of their points, almost half of the Mustangs' points coming off of his foot.
Yep.
And the game winner. So I mean, he deserves the player of the game, I think.
Way to go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. And Raylan Gibbons, quarterback for Air Force, on the night, not his best night passing the ball, but again, Air Force, they're going to live and die by that option attack. 7 for 17, 118 yards, 9 carries. Had some good plays in there. 92 total yards, 2 touchdowns. Strong play by Hans Gruber, the halfback spot for Air Force as well. You would have loved to have seen him get a few more carries because he was explosive. Randall Raines, the middle linebacker, 6 tackles and a tackle for loss, is the Air Force Falcons defensive player of the game. And that's going to do it for Wednesday night football in the AACL. Good win at home by the SMU Mustangs. Coach Pina Slaughter, athletic director Art Vandelay. I can see them now. They've been hugging in the tunnel since the post game started. They're just locked in an embrace. So, gentlemen, I'm going to pitch it to you for your thoughts as we put a bow on this one, SMU and Air Force.
Go ahead, Mike.
I mean, it was a back and forth, juggernaut, knockdown. I still question SMU's play calling at the end of this game, but they come away with a victory. So I guess you can't fault them for it. I forget the analogy, but all's good that ends well, what have you. All's well that ends in a Brandon Jackson field goal.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I mean, we said earlier in this game, that the turnovers may decide it, and that was the biggest play of the game, I think.
I think the 2 biggest plays in this game were from Phil McCracken. You saw them at least attempt to take the top off the defense after lulling Air Force to sleep with the run game, and you didn't really see that with Air Force. I didn't see Air Force trying to get the fake option or the play action and go deep with it. A little bit too conservative. Might have bit him in the ass at the end of the day, but we'll never know.
Yeah. We won't talk about the pass interference play at the end of this game that gave SMU that chance for that game winner. We'll just say great play by Phil McCracken to throw that ball up there and give his receiver a chance to make a play. Well coached team, Pina Slaughter, and you can see his footprint, his handprint, if you will, all over this SMU team. He's really handsy, and you can see they played well tonight. All right, everyone, thank you for staying with us all night longer on Wednesday Football in the ACL. We will be back tomorrow night with 3 more games. And here, maybe to tell you a little bit about that, we're going to this over our esteemed leader, everyone's favorite. He's our father. He is Dave Access.
Well, you were starting to break up there at the end, so I guess that worked out perfectly, Benji. Thank you guys for that call.
I was gonna say I didn't know because I'm in a hotel. I'm like, is that me?
No,
Or
that
is
was
I couldn't
Ben.
figure it out.
Dude, Benji was perfect all night long, and then as soon as he starts to say something nice about me, he fucking gets all fucked up.
Oh, he pulled his leg switch on that one, so he couldn't really. That was the classic. Can you hear me now? I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
I'm sorry. Are you there? I'm going through a tunnel. I think Benji's going through a tunnel at his house, but anyway, folks.
As Benji was saying, thank you God for producing all of this, and we really appreciate your hard work and love you.
Okay, I will let him know that. In the meantime, everybody, thank you for tuning in once again tonight to the All-American Coaching League. And, I mean, what a night we had, you guys. First game out the box. So, first of all, last night we ended on that Marshall and Cincinnati game, which was just unbelievable ending, right? So, we're like, we're not going to be able to top that. And we come right out the box, Central Michigan at Memphis. I mean, Central Michigan scores with, a minute something left. We think it's over. And then Flash Freddy returns the kickoff for a touchdown, and we think it's over. And then Central Michigan throws a bomb at the end with a few seconds left to win the game. I mean, unbelievable. Then we wrap up. We go to the second game, and Akron just dominates UCF, putting their stamp on I mean, if anybody votes for anybody other than the Zips for number one next week, I'll be shocked. And then this crazy ending at the game. And you guys, since you guys are here still, let me just ask you real quick. We got a few minutes before we sign off. The play calling at the end, SMU trying to run clock, but it was bad clock management. And then on the pass interference call, I don't even think the ball was catchable. What are your thoughts on that final possession, Benji? Let me start with you. Unless you're all messed up, so.
You got me now.
Yeah, you're
Dave,
good. You're good.
Me?
Yeah, you're good.
I thought that they were going to lose the game when Phil McCracken was literally just standing there waiting to fill his Kraken. So I thought that they were going to lose the game. They were burning too much clock. Why would you do that? You had all 3 timeouts. Cautious play was in the backfield. So in hindsight, they won. But at that time, I did not think they were going to emerge victorious.
Yeah, Wink, do you think, I mean, I don't think they deserve to win after that terrible clock management right there. I mean, you had 3 timeouts, you still had 20 some odd seconds left, and you let it run all the way down to 9 seconds and heave it up and hope for a pass interference call. I don't like the play call there at all.
They ended the game with 3 timeouts too. However, I will say this. I think you're wrong. I do agree with the pass interference call. If you go back and look of where they called it versus where the pass was, you said it was uncatchable, but they didn't call the pass. They didn't call the pass interference where the ball landed. They called it all the way back at the 30-yard line.
Oh, so it was more. It was more of almost like a defensive holding than a pass interference.
Yes, I think the defender got up in the wide receiver's grill and held them at that point. That's why it got called all the way back there. Because when I saw the spot of the ball, I'm like, wait a minute, like he was in the end zone. That should be way closer.
Right.
So I think we missed a little bit of that replay. Of where they called it.
Bob Funk, let me bring you in here on that last word, or for the last word on this. If you're Air Force, though, you got to be sick to your stomach losing a game like that.
Gotta be sick, and Air Force just has no luck. It's either their quarterback, their halfback, their fullbacks getting hurt in the first quarter every week.
Yeah. And on top of that, you lose on a pass interference call.
Yeah. And to clarify for Wink, college pass interference is only 15 yards.
Oh,
from the
that's
previous
right.
Spot, so
you're right. We're gonna have to. Well, I'm gonna go back after this broadcast and rewatch it on Twitch. I'm gonna see what that play was like because I'm very interested, and I don't like that we didn't get to see a replay on it. So we'll definitely see that. I'm sure I will get a call from Coach tomorrow once he's feeling better. By the way, Coach, hope you feel better. He was supposed to be on a broadcast tonight, but he fell sick, and so we had somebody fill in for him. And if he wasn't sick before, he's going to be really sick after watching this game. So, Coach,
Maybe,
go
maybe
ahead,
Coach
Benji.
can see the future. Maybe he can see the future.
Maybe
He just didn't wanna be here
he
tonight
got
'cause,
sick. He got premature
sick.
siculation.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that sounds good.
He's saying-
All right, everybody. Benji, Wink, Bob Funk, everybody else that broadcast tonight. We had a great night. If you take all three games, this might be the best broadcast night we've had combined. We started off with Soto, Charles, and Art Vandelay. Then we came in with Chad, Gunny, and Freddie, and wrapped up with Benji, Wink, and Funk. A phenomenal call, you guys. Phenomenal call, all three games. Appreciate everybody putting in their time and their effort into doing these broadcasts. They are a lot of fun, especially with all the names that we get to call on these. So I appreciate everybody there. I appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody viewing. We had great numbers tonight. Hopefully we can continue those numbers tomorrow night as we wrap up week 5 with 3 more games. Eastern Carolina traveling to Indiana, Kansas traveling to Colorado. That is a natural rivalry game. And then we wrap up week 5, the late game tomorrow night, UNLV at Iowa State. Iowa State and UNLV both coming off some pretty tremendous wins. So we'll see how those games go tomorrow night. So we will see you right back here, 9 p.m. Eastern.
There's your pass interference call right there.
Where'd you put it?
In the booth, the black booth.
Okay,
Booth blab.
I'll look at it as soon as we sign off. We'll look at it. If you are in the Discord, go to the booth blab, and you can see the call. You can see that last play of the game, and Winkler put it in there for us. So hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, as we continue and wrap up Week 5 in the All-American Coaching League, brought to you by Axis Sports. Thanks again to all the broadcasters. Thank you all to all the viewers and all the chatters, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Good night now.